Is it going? We are live. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? We got nobody in the chat right now, so it's just us. That's crazy, but that's all right. Maybe we'll get some people going here soon, hopefully. But well, let's see. It says 4. There's an eyeball. It says 4, but there's nobody in the chat. Say hello if you're in the chat or watching. Now we're down to 3. Okay.
We're barely out there.
I'm shutting off my space heater.
Going quick, but
well, one of the people in the chat was me, so I dropped out because I was getting an echo.
Hey, there's Matt.
There's
Matt.
Our one friend.
Yes, thank you, Matt. Hello in the chat.
There's Matt, the Superman fan.
You're in a chat desert right now, Matt. So, but yeah, it's Saturday night, man. The comic book free day comic book, however you say it. Yeah, free comic book day. There you go. My brain will get it right here in a minute. I haven't even been drinking yet. I got one right here, getting ready to start. But everybody pick up their fair share.
I got more than my fair share.
Yeah, me too. I was showing Adam a little bit ago, and it was
that's just the freebies.
The freebies, yeah.
I picked up. I bought stuff too because
me too. Yeah,
but between my son, me, and a friend, this is my stack. So
that's rookie.
I got almost all of them. No, that's just the free ones.
Oh, okay.
No,
I got 4 free ones, and I bought a stack about yay big.
JSS.
Yeah, I want to start out by saying Bjorn, son of Crom, if he's watching or watches this on the rewind, speedy recover, my friend. That's I seen your video earlier today, and that was something, man. I was like, wow.
What happened?
What happened?
He had appendicitis.
Yeah, his appendix burst.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
That's serious.
Yeah.
And he did a live stream right in the middle of all that.
They did their show, and then
what a beast!
The next night or something after their show is when he started having severe pain and was throwing up or something. It's in his video, and it's like he's doing better now. He did his video today was from the hospital room, so
right.
Yeah, he looks better.
Get your content out.
So,
Steve, you better send him another book, because it might have burst his appendix to trade with you.
I hope not.
But it's so get better soon there, Bjorn. That's for sure, man. And speedy recovery. That's something, man. That's crazy. Yeah,
he's lucky. I mean, honestly,
yeah. With it bursting like that, that's a touchy scenario.
Yeah.
But
he did a video today to talk about it, and he had his little IV drip sitting in the hospital room and talking about who the winners were for the voting for the best collector to
nominate.
Oh yeah, he didn't even lose a beat. He's right back on track,
He's like, even if they got 1 subscriber, nominate them and stuff, and And he's like, his wife bought me my GoPro. I was able to do film this.
I nominated him. That's who I nominated.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
man.
Seriously.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
So
That is wild.
That's good dedication, but damn, dude, I know you're in the hospital. You can take a day. But we can show some books and talk about whatever. And like I said, that's my free ones. I didn't get one of everything, but I got more than I thought I would. I originally went in thinking, well, I'll get maybe 1 or 2. There was a couple of them. Then once I got there and I started looking at them, and a lot of places will restrict you to how many you get. But my one LCS, our comic shop, when I go to the most, he was like, you can have 1 of each. And I was like,
that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's rare.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I guess I'm taking more than just a couple.
That's cool.
But I did end up buying some more.
there's only a couple that I didn't get that I kind of wish I had. But
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't buy that.
Yeah.
I did pick some stuff up, but
What did you hope to get that you didn't get, Nate?
Yeah.
Black Mirror, Phantom, Mark Spears. I didn't get Mark Spears. If there's anything else, it'll come to me. But those are the ones that jump out to me.
Mark Spears will be coming your way, buddy. I got you one.
Well, thanks, man. That's nice of you. Bring it to Heroes.
Yep.
We'll do some wheeling and dealing.
I'll put it in your pile.
I mean, the one no joke, no lie. The one that I wanted to grab the most was Post Malone's Big Rig, because with that title, like this has to be, it's got to be crap or absolute genius.
Dude, I was the same. I had to get the one I wanted more
think
than
it's somewhere
any
in
other one.
between.
Yeah, I mean, I read it last
I'm all
night.
about that one, man.
It was good.
It was okay.
It was better than I thought it would be.
Okay, so is this what my question is this the art? Like, is it all black? Because it is black and white, which I don't have a problem with. I like black and white art, but it almost seems like I think it is because it has like gray washes on it.
Yeah,
but,
and there's some red lettering in there.
Yeah. So I don't know. It didn't completely do it for me. It's a trucker fighting demons from hell. So like that's what I wanted. But it's a book. So like if you look in the back, I thought this was going to be a new series, but it's I think it's a graphic novel or something, and I don't know. So I'll probably read it if I can get it from my library at some point. Yeah. Do you want me to show a couple more that I picked up?
Yeah, go ahead, man. While you're up,
they had some old ones.
Do some rounds. We'll do a couple rounds.
These are free comic book day ones from last year. But they still had some left over, and they were like, you can that pile. They said you could take one of each title, which I didn't because I already had some of them. But this is a book series my son liked, and I teach third grade, and this is the age of kids. So this one I'll take to my classroom. Cool. Even though this one is like their age, I'm not probably going to take this to the classroom because I like it. Snoopy's Beagle Scout Adventures. I just I want to keep. I used to read Peanuts so much as a kid, and like, I don't know. I'm like those. Yeah, look at this. It's the classic strips. No, there's no way.
Oh, that's
those
awesome.
Those kids won't appreciate this. This is mine. This one's mine. And then this one I don't remember seeing last year, but this is awesome. So it's the Free Comic Book Day Overstreet Guide to Collecting Comics with Nexus and Santa Claus in Space.
What? I did not see that. I didn't see that either.
This was it last year. So this was an old one.
Oh, look at that space.
I've never seen it before.
Wow.
So,
24? Yeah.
Those were the ones from 2024 that I picked up.
Yeah.
And that can be it for my initial round. I'm tapping out.
Tapping out.
I don't know how you do it around. I don't know how you do it around here.
I don't know. I don't either, man. We're winging it. But sure, everybody got blood type. Do you guys get blood type?
Yep.
Yep. I got blood type.
I was actually glancing through that. It didn't look too bad. And I picked up. Anybody need Ultimate Spider-Man or Ultimate Universe Spider-Man? Amazing Spider-Man.
That's one of the ones my son picked up.
I almost picked one.
Fantastic Four.
I got it.
I didn't get that one. I wanted to.
Then the All-In.
Nope.
Superman. That's one I was like, yeah, I get it, I guess. I don't know. This is the one I did want. Was that?
Yeah.
Best of or whatever it's called.
That was number 2 on my list after Big Rig.
Big Rig, yeah. This was my main one I was wanting.
Oh, I got that.
It's a Delatorre cover, man.
I love his art. So Buscema.
Yep.
So Buscema.
Yep. Reincarnated. And this Energon universe. And I got, of course, the Mark Spears That was really cool. I was reading through that earlier.
It's a great cover.
I got you one of those, Chonko.
Thank you,
I
man.
almost got that monster book.
Yeah, the Mark Spears monster. And there's the Phantom.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then this all-in special. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't think that's much, but
Yeah,
probably
I
anything.
think it's just some absolute stuff for people who aren't already reading it, maybe.
Probably, yeah. I probably should have looked at it before I grabbed it. I probably wouldn't have grabbed it. Probably an advertisement, type thing or whatever. But he wants to. Adam, you're up.
Yeah, I can show you some. I don't know if it and Chonko, you probably want this one. Did y'all pick this one up?
What is that?
No, I did.
So this is there are 4 stories in it, but the first one, and this is why y'all, Nate, you would want this too. The first story in here starts off the new Beneath the Trees.
Oh, wow. Okay,
no.
now I have to have that.
Yeah, I have to get that.
All right, I'm sure I can hook y'all up.
I appreciate it. I had no idea that was coming out.
Yeah, and there's also a 30 Days of Night.
Wow.
Tuatha and Blood Honey are the
Wow.
stories.
That's
But
cool.
yeah,
I'm into that for sure. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I know that the Boom one had a new Hello Darkness story that I was kind of upset. I wanted to get that too, but I was just like, I'm kind of banking on the store still having some on Wednesday.
Yeah,
And maybe let me have a few. Yeah, that one. That has a new original story in it.
yeah, it's got Berserker, Irredeemable, Many Deaths of Layla Starr, which was awesome if you haven't read that. Mouse Guard and Hello Darkness in there. Irredeemable. I picked up the Marvel Voices.
Cool.
Here's the Black Mirror.
Yep.
Oh,
There's a new I Hate Fairyland.
wow.
There was a really good wide selection of books this year, I think.
Nice.
Star Wars,
Yeah, there was. I was surprised when I got to the shop there how many books there was.
Godzilla,
Yep, I picked that one up.
The New Heroes,
I started to, but didn't.
Diablo,
Wow,
I
that's
passed
cool
on
too.
that.
which that's some, kind of black and white kind of art, but pretty
It
cool.
looks like Walking Dead or something.
Yeah, and it's got like kind of character write-ups in the back. So
I
Oh,
love that.
and also for the other D&D people, the Critical Role.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
Like
and that has a
and
doesn't
Black
that have
Hammer.
a Black Hammer story too? I
Yeah.
love Jeff Lemire's Black Hammer.
Oh yeah. So those were my freebies. I can show. So our shop also we had a couple of guest creators that we had in. We have one guy that does more. He's doing his own books. I wasn't able to pick up anything from him this time, but I think he left a bunch of stuff at our shop. CL Zion or something like that. But he has a new comic he just put out called Drunk Mom, which I kind of want to check out.
Wow.
But he's doing like a 12-issue series called Drunk Mom. But we also had Matthew Roberts was there, and Matthew Roberts is probably most known for Manifest Destiny. I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys have read that.
I've not read it. I'm aware of it.
Ooh, I think Adam locked up.
Sunspot.
Wasn't Adam?
Adam, come back.
Adam. Dead air.
Yeah, he's gonna probably have to come back. Probably.
Then Stevie won't be able to hear him.
Aerial trade. Yeah.
Oh, here we go again. Hi, Jonathan.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I could show some stuff. I'm gonna show like the bulk of stuff tomorrow with Nate Hagen. I'm gonna be on in the morning, but went to Nightmare Weekend here in Chicago, and there were some comic artists and there were some comics that like from unexpected places where it was I'll show one a hot sauce company had a comic book while I was there.
I
And it
love
was weird.
promo stuff, man.
Yeah, but I'll save that for tomorrow. But some cool stuff.
Can't wait.
This is it's a little ash can edition that the one guy had. I wasn't familiar. This was like a couple of indie artists, this was this Alex Breen, and it's this thing called Chaser. But the art is super interesting, and yeah, like a real kind of. Let me kind of try. I'm not doing a good job of turning the pages. Stuff I haven't read this yet at all, but it's Sienkiewicz kind of.
I was gonna say kind of Ben Temple Smithy.
I don't know. I got two of these, and they're both ash cans. They're kind of a startup, and there were two guys at a table, and you buy the book, they signed it, and I'll show what the other guy did too. The other guy did something called Frankenstein the Unconquered, and I'll show that probably tomorrow.
JSS and asks, and I concur. What is Nightmare Weekend for people who don't know?
Sure, yeah. So it's like a horror convention. It's mostly like horror movie, horror TV show. A lot of the Walking Dead people were there. A lot of people from various horror movie franchises. Greg Nicotero, kind of famously the zombie expert from Walking Dead, and I believe he did Day of the Dead. He zombie guy. Met him. There's some wrestling guys that were there.
There's always wrestling guys.
Yeah, they go to everything.
And it's like most of the time, like most of them, I'm not really. Some of them I don't know, and most of them are not that interested. But Mick Foley was there, which I love Mick Foley, and
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Dante was there too, man. I seen you had a picture with Dante.
Foreshadowing. I'm gonna show a Dante thing here.
I love it. I love that movie.
Yeah. But a couple of but there was a comic section, and there were signatures, like certain famous people. The most famous people were Elvira and William Shatner. But the costs were kind of prohibitive, and the line for Elvira was just bananas. It was 2.5 hours or so, and I just had too many people I wanted to see, and it was a lot of money, and I passed on it. Unfortunately, I really wanted to.
Was she in costume?
No, she was not appearing in costume. No.
She doesn't appear in costume anymore.
Yeah, she stopped that, I guess, a few years ago. She still signs as Elvira, and there's a lot of promo pictures and stuff that you can get, and she'll sign those and stuff. But $80 a signature, $100 a picture.
And how long of a wait was the line?
About 2.5 hours, maybe longer. It was like like theme park line.
I completely understand not waiting in that. For her, like my wife and I would have waited because she's like a patron saint around here, But I get if she's not for you, it doesn't make sense to wait.
Totally is the main reason I was going. So, but it was like what I had to weigh was how long of a line, and also the cost and benefits. So the amount I was spending on her, and the amount of time I was able to see like 5 or 6 other people and talk and engage and have some really cool stories. And it was, I think I had more fun rather than waiting in line, going to see other people and talk to other people and stuff. So yeah, that's what I did.
Fair. Is it a 3-day show or a 2-day show?
3-day, and I had a 3-day pass, but I have figured out that I can't last past 2. 2 is my limit. I can't do it. I'm done. You
got to pace yourself, man.
Yeah, I had fun. I had enough fun, and first day someone was with me. Second day I was alone, and that plays a part in it too. It's just like, all right, well, I saw everybody I wanted to see. I spent about as much money as I want to spend, and that's it. I'm tired. I'm going home. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about you, man, but I freaking love going home. Going home is my favorite.
Yeah, going home sleeping in my bed. Oh yeah, are you kidding? Yeah, that's my favorite thing. My things about me.
That's where all my stuff is.
That's right. But George Genti was there. Currently doing Mandalorian, but past like Deadpool. He had an Elvira cover that I'll show on the show tomorrow. Super nice guy. Basically, they had a section where they were selling the con exclusives, and he was just like, yeah, if you buy any exclusives, just bring them here, I'll sign them. And just like the cost of the comic was the cost of the signature. So yeah, it's really cool. And yeah, original art he was selling at a really good price. Like if I hadn't been spending money on other stuff, but Nikki, who was with me, she one of her friends is really into why can't I think Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know Matt is, and he was an artist on Buffy for several years, and she got a piece of original art from a Buffy issue for $80, which I think is an absolute steal for any original art that was published. That's like,
yeah,
that's a great deal. But yeah. So we were talking earlier, but yeah, I was wearing a are you guys familiar with Tusk, the movie Tusk?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have a Tusk hockey jersey, and I was wearing that, and Robert Kurtzman, who did like the special effects, he did the Predator, he did all of those. He was there, and he did Tusk. So I went by his, got a picture, and I'll show that tomorrow and stories. But also I was going to show the picture here real quick. I'm sorry, if you haven't seen it, but Brian O'Halloran, Dante from Clerks. I didn't mean to do that, but he was there, and I'm there. I'm in my Tusk jersey, and he was telling me that Kevin Smith is going to do a Tusk 2. It's already greenlit. And they're going to make it. So that's bananas. Like, if anybody hasn't seen Tusk, don't look it up. Don't look up anything about it.
Just
go in and just watch it, and have your mind blown. It's insane. It's funny. It's weird. And,
it's very weird. Very out there.
It's great.
Yeah.
But
I just love Kevin Smith.
How about Dante in his curated, like, this is curated horror tales where he's like the crypt keeper, and there are different comic book people doing horror stories, and he's like curating it and kind of acting as the crypt keeper. And yeah, he signed that, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, cool. And really great price too. So it was like comic, autograph, picture, $30. So
very
all
cool.
That stuff. So that was fun. Some non-con stuff. I did wind up getting this. He was featured on your show and the letterer, and I was Bill spoke highly of this, so yeah. I got that.
I really liked it. He actually wasn't able to join us because the power was out. He had storms go through. Oh. He's gonna join us on this Tuesday, I'm hoping.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed the show. But I knew he was going to be on.
Yeah.
And then Mutant Comics did a Spears exclusive. It's Red Sonja and Ash from The Walking Dead.
Oh, cool.
And that's a 1 of 20. And the foil. So yeah, more Spears goodness, and that's what I had. I'll show some other stuff if we go do another round, but that's what I had for now. Otherwise, you got to tune in tomorrow morning to the Hangover show.
Yep. On Lettuce tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'll show a lot more from the convention.
Cool.
It's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Am I up?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got?
I got 4 books, and you already showed the Fantastic Four, so there it is, and there it goes. All right.
Show whatever you got, man.
Yeah, show
All
it,
right.
man.
I got the Superman sitting on a cloud, and interior artwork is interesting.
I love Frank Quitely's art, man.
Yeah.
And then I got they said you could have 3 books. I went and bought a stack of dollar bin stuff about the Yay Big, and on the way out, I said, "Can I have that other Superman book over there?" And they go, "Yeah." And so this is the one. I like the interior art inside this a little bit better. I mean,
it's another great book, Steve. Both of those are really good reads.
Yeah, I haven't read anything. I've thumbed through. There's I guess that's the Kent family meal right there.
Yep.
So, and then I got a pure nostalgia one, Speed Racer.
All right.
Oh.
And it's the Mach 5s on the back. And I loved this TV show when I was a kid, you know.
I did too.
And here's a street scene where he's street racing around. You got the Spritle and Chim Chim and Pops Racer and Racer X, and the steering wheel. I don't know if you guys can see it. It has all the buttons for accessories that come out.
I remember that.
So that was cool. And
that's what I
got
loved as a kid.
Such a good variety of books. Here's a goofy one. I'll start with a goofy one. Now, this pumpkin caught my attention because of my Halloween show. I get books throughout the year for it.
Sludge. Yep.
Sludge.
Yep, I've got that.
I don't. I'm sad.
His arm coming out between there, his anatomy's all incorrect. And I picked up 2 more in my Stooges collection.
All right.
Awesome.
American Mythology, and I put it on the back.
All right.
Cool.
And this Chanko, when I saw this one, I thought of you. It's another near virgin cover of Captain America.
Cool. Yeah, Hagen is like he was a banana for that one.
That's a real cool cover.
Yeah.
And I got
nice.
These are like 24, 25.
A lot of people are collecting those because it's the video game.
And there's one I kind of liked.
Yeah, that's cool.
Covers.
I got to take a sip. I got a frog in my throat. It's been raining every day.
Tell Kermit to get out of there.
Okay, I got a Batman book here. This was the first one I ran into that I liked. And I especially like the way the penguin is drawn. He's white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's deadly with that umbrella. I said in my video today, I did a haul video. I said, he's not just a lard ass. He's dangerous.
I think that's from Tom King's run. Which I liked that one a lot.
And I'm a sucker for snow and rain covers.
Right.
Very cool.
And I got a couple of. Let me show you a couple of gals here. Here's Patsy Walker, aka
Nice.
Hellcat.
Awesome.
Hellcat.
And I just really love that poster art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Matt and I both love her, the character.
Oh yeah. She's in a whole run of Iron Man. I just finished. Cool. And here is Black Widow and Mary Jane. I thought at first it was the Black Widow's clone because they look so much alike.
Yeah.
And then I noticed the Spider-Man belt.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the Mary Ann variant. And let me show you the one book that I bought that wasn't in the dollar bin. I'm working on my Tales of Suspense.
Oh, very nice. I love that cover. It's so different.
And this is 96. So I got 99, 98, 97, 96.
Is he like
95.
falling to his head or something? It looks
What?
weird on the cover. Is he falling like a missile?
No, he's being shot at by these two dudes, and he's doing his usual flips to get out of stuff. And this is, I think it's Gene Colan, and he draws pretty close to Jack Kirby's interpretation.
Yeah, he does look a lot like Kirby's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I got one more, and then I'll let someone else take it. Okay. This is Trenchers, and it's just a very angular, very
That's cool.
detailed.
Yeah,
And this is a mild cover.
I do too. I do too, Rich. That's Keith Giffen. He wrote and drew it. He did this really weird style towards the end of his art career. But he's the creator of Lobo, and he's just a hell of a writer.
Yeah,
I love that art style too.
Yeah, I
that's
like
my
his
line, guys.
Hey, Christina.
And
I liked
AG.
his earlier style.
AG.
When he was drawing Legion of Superheroes, it was just a little more normal.
Did everybody see AG on Alan today?
On Alan's, yeah.
Holy
I
smoke!
have not been home all day. I got home and cleaned up a little and came to join you all.
I watched it on the rerun when I came back.
Yeah.
I was on my way back, but geez, oh Pete, man, AG has that that's a legendary collection. I knew he had great books, but that's
that's what Alan said. Alan said he had an insane collection. So I was
fantastic. That's fantastic.
That's cool.
How many ferrets does he have?
Yeah, right.
So I guess thanks for. I'll continue what I was talking about before I got.
Welcome back, Adam.
Yeah, I got a little zapped by.
Adam.
We got some storms going through, so it was just like, nope, there goes everything. So I'm back. But I was saying we had.
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah, I think you probably got to jump off and come back.
I called it.
Yeah.
I have to go out, right, and come back
we'll see you in a minute, Steve.
Yeah, we'll see in a bit.
All right.
So funny how technology works sometimes. But we had a couple of creators, and one of them that was there was Matthew Roberts, who did Manifest Destiny, and then he also did this recent Creature from the Black Lagoon.
That's cool.
He did the Universal. This is his art for all of it, and all these Universal Monster books are all like kind of tangential to the original Universal Monster story. So this one's almost kind of what happens right after the first movie. So kind of cool. But yeah, he signed this. He also it's kind of funny. This was the trade. I know at my shop, when you pre-ordered or got the trade, which I had, it came with like a signed book plate that had it was Dan Waters, Ram V, and Matthew Roberts had all signed the plate. But I got him to sign the real book because it was like, well, actually met him there.
Cool.
Right on. That's cool.
We just got these in. So Diamond had a big sale on variants. Kind of what's a like 1 in 25s, 1 in 10 ratio variants. And so I got this 1 in 25 creature. That's the same.
Wow, I like that.
Cover, but it's black and white.
Yeah. I like the black and white. This
is a
the original
Josh
movie.
Bolton.
It's the right aesthetic because of
Yes,
exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, so this is a Josh Middleton one cover, but I got that one signed. And then he did there's a new we had Justin Jordan at our shop like a couple months ago. And Justin Jordan, you might know from he did Reaver, he did all the Luther Strode stuff. with Trad Moore. But anyway, Justin Jordan had this has a new series out that's Mine is a Long Lonesome Grave. And so I had gotten the original one signed by Justin Jordan, but then we had Matthew Roberts who did this exclusive cover. So that's kind of cool with the skull there and the nail spikes through the eyes.
I love that.
So I got that one signed.
That's an outstanding cover, but that's a great title.
Oh yeah. If you haven't read Justin Jordan stuff, he's a little dark, man. He's got some cool stuff that he's done. And then this was so I had a Creature from the Black Lagoon blank that I had, and so he was doing some sketches and things like that, and I was kind of his handler for the day along with the other creator, and I kind of worked some other stuff and for Free Comic Book Day, and then so I just said, hey, I just want this signed. I didn't want to pay for a sketch right now. I was like, sorry. And then, I was out doing other things, and then I see him start drawing on it. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. I came back. I was like, what are you doing? And he says, well, I'm drawing. I was like, no. I didn't want you to have to do it. He's like, do you want me to stop? And I was like, no, I mean, if you want
absolutely.
Well, I'd like to do the sketch. He's like, I'm not charging you anything for this. I just want you to do it.
That's really awesome.
He's like, you just put a blank piece of paper in front of an artist. Sometimes things happen, so sweet
That's
and,
cool.
and generous. But yeah, he did this for me.
Holy cow, is that great? For free?
Yeah, look at
That's
that.
amazing.
Free 99. Yep.
Wow. Original art like
That's
that.
a great sketch.
I know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and so it's kind of funny.
Wow.
A friend of mine,
Sweet.
bought a. We had a hardback of the first 24 issues of Manifest Destiny, so he bought that, and he did a full Minotaur sketch on the inside of his, because he asked me, he's like, how much for a remark? And he's like, no, today I'll just do it. Don't worry about it. So
that's so cool. What a good guy.
Nice guy. I mean, I sat and talked, with him throughout the day, learned all about his process. He's got a really cool idea of a book that he told me about. It's not even solicited yet. But oh gosh, I think it's called, it's something corpse. It's like Night Corpse, I think is what it's called. But it's it's going to be a kind of a cool lone wolf and cub
wow, I love
kind of idea.
I love that.
But it's like a woman who's got a daughter with her, but the daughter is dead. It's like the spirit. It's like, is around. So she's got this like undead child.
Whoa,
like
that's heavy.
Thing. So and it's he said it's a lot about like separation and letting people go, and so but he's like it's going to be cool, but it's going to be a 5-issue thing that he's working out. And then he also had these like mini prints, and because I'm a big Dr. Doom fan, there was a little Hellboy with like a Dr. Doom like child on his leg.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so he was just giving out like little prints, and I was like,
the right hand of Doom, and he's a puppet. That's
He's a ventriloquist dummy.
I just caught that.
Yeah.
That's
right
cool.
But I thought that was cool. But I mean, this was just so generous, and
that's unreal.
I would display that. That's so cool.
Really see, but there's he did it all in blue line pencils, and then inked it all over top of it. And
wow.
He spent a little while on this, and I was like, oh my gosh,
cool.
I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, he
really
went,
cool.
He's like, yeah, totally free. But yeah,
That's awesome.
That was a great pickup today.
Yeah, congrats on that. That is cool.
Yeah,
it is super cool.
Yeah, you can show other stuff. I can do another round later. Yeah.
Okay. Johnny, you got anything?
Yeah, I got some pickups. So I have some retro comments because I didn't want to interrupt anyone. So that the creature from the Black Lagoon lives. I got a foil out of Alex Ross mystery box.
Oh wow!
I sent it in and it got a 9.9, but I sold it.
A 9.9. Look at that.
You sold it? Oh
Yeah.
wow!
I got like $470 for it. I mean,
Well, yeah.
like,
Sometimes you have to.
I got X-Men comics to buy. So, and then if you're in the Chicagoland area, I think in October, Kevin Smith's having the second Chronicon for real.
Oh yeah, I'd be into that.
Yeah, last year they had it. I didn't go, but I heard it was pretty good. But he did his first, the Chronicon, and it was all the people from his movies were there. And
oh man,
it was a
that'd be
comic
awesome.
book convention, but it's over by O'Hare at Rosemont. So
that's where I was the past 2 days.
Yeah. Donald E. Stevens that's where Fan Expo is. Yeah, it's a pretty good place. So I think it's in October, but yeah, check that out online.
That would be
so
awesome.
I didn't get any free comics today because I get them all with my comic shop. I always just put an order in around this time, so I don't have to like try and pick through the comics. But most of the books I usually get for free comic book day. My wife's a third grade teacher for special needs kids with autism, so I usually get to school. I usually get the more, the younger group stuff like the Spider-Man adventures and stuff like that. But I usually give most of them to her. She will not be getting Mark Spears. That's staying here.
Right.
There's a couple that I get for me, but usually I go through the list when I'm picking them out and I just focus on ones for her.
Very cool. Good of you to do that. Get those kids
I mean,
reading.
and that's the thing. It's like, it's great that they're free. It's, the kids that, they love it. So it's a great thing. So I did though, cause they always have great sales, during free comic book day. I did pick up it's a lot of randomness. So I'll just go through it. So I picked this up. I think this is the Walmart exclusive, that came out of the Walmart packs. I got this for $2. And it's the Moon Knight facsimile. I think it's a Alex Maleev cover, but
Yeah,
I think Sienkiewicz does the interior art maybe. But yeah, I mean for $2, that's
Awesome.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Cool.
And then I was hunting around and I found a couple nice Simon and Kirby Boy Commandos.
Wow.
One and
cool.
two.
Wow.
So
Nice.
I always like Kirby's DC stuff. That was cool when he went over.
Oh, yeah.
So keeping on that, I also got 1, 2, and 3.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
You
Oh,
got.
that's cool.
And then this one was cool. This is one of those Dynamic Forces books, but it's signed by Ethan Van Sciver, and you can see right there his signature. It's numbered to 10. But I always like the Batman Shadow books. I just thought it was a cool combo. And it was cheap. Anytime you get a signed book for this was, I think I paid $15 for it. It's like, I mean, Dynamic Forces probably sold it for $100 because that's Dynamic Forces.
Right.
Wow.
And it's the limited silver signature, even though they had him sign it in black and made 2,000 copies, and red had 50. But I like the cover, the Virgin cover too.
Absolutely.
$15 is a steal.
This one was cool too. It's bad shape. Like it's got tons of water damage, but I always like these old gold keys.
Yeah, Space Family Robinson.
Yeah. I mean, it's beat up. Like it's not even a book I would attempt to clean because I think the cover would fall off if I did.
That's how a lot of those gold keys were, man. They're just
I think it might be the paper. It's definitely not great. But it was $5. It looks like somebody laid it down in a puddle too. The back of it's just destroyed. This next one was a little pricey.
Ooh,
Space
wow.
Adventures 13.
Yeah.
It's really nice, and I'm thinking about maybe having it graded, but I can't. It looks like there's I don't know if there's like eraser marks or something right in his chest. It could be the art too. I don't know. I gotta look at it. But again, this one costs a little bit, but it's a great cover.
That's cool.
Him just busting out.
Cool.
I like those ones where they're busting through newspapers and stuff like that. It's always cool.
It gives it that depth.
Fourth wall breaking kind of stuff on the cover.
And then stuff I didn't pick up today, but both these things delivered this week. I got something is Killing the Children 7 in a 9.6. I picked that up really cheap. And then this last one, I got this one Monday. It's nothing big, so I won't even talk about it. But this book here,
A mere trifle.
yeah.
Oh, that old thing.
Hey, if we're talking about books I got this week, I got it Monday, and it slept in my bed every night with me.
Is Magneto a good cuddler? That's what I want to know.
That's what I wanted. I just held it like this when I got it. My wife said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Just go away." Just don't understand. So
it's like that meme of like, what is he thinking of? But he's really thinking of this.
You're really thinking of X-Men 1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely everything she talks. It's just like I got an X-Men 1. I got an X-Men 1. Still got an X-Men 1. She said something. The kids are on fire. What? I got an X-Men 1. So yeah, it's been a good week for comics. So
heck yeah, man,
it's a ton of,
no doubt.
I feel like Chonka. Like every day he's opening. He's got a video every day, and every day he's got books, and that's how my next week is. I look at the mail, and there's something delivering like every day, and it's like, how am I going to explain this to my wife? So
yeah.
So that's all I got.
All you got? Well, all right. Well, I'll show you some other than free stuff. I won't show the whole pile, but I'll show most of it. Got this Aquaman. It's my first double cover.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Double cover,
Yeah.
And the whole book is in really good shape. The outer cover is just about as nice as the inner cover. Honestly, it's usually the inner cover is pretty nice, but yeah, that thing couldn't pass that up. It was so cool. Yeah, it's 20% off. So
nice.
Yeah, I got Spectre number 3.
Oh, nice.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love
Yeah.
that
Such a
cover.
great series.
That's a great cover.
Yeah, it is. I've been trying to work on those slowly here and there if I can. And then, I love Neil Adams' Dead Man, so
Awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Oh, I love the
What issue
art.
number is that?
It's 210.
Cool.
Number 210. And I swear when I was looking at it at first, Dead Man, he looks faded, but it's almost like they did paste art on that one or something, man. It's weird how it's made if you look at it when they did the print.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
it was like they pasted it in after they had the thing drawn or something, because as faded as it is, and it doesn't match up, and the outline around the leg and stuff doesn't match. It's crazy. It's like cutout art or something. Superman, that one there. I couldn't pass it.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna put my kids through college.
Yeah, buddy. And then finishing up my Shadows of the Grave run, I got it's number 2. Yeah, number 2, Richard Corbin. Number 4.
Cool.
And number 6. These covers are just so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like those.
And then number 7.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
And somebody FOMO'd me, man. I couldn't pass it up when I seen it.
I
Excellent.
like that hair.
Is he holding a stripper pole? What is
I mean, it's Riker. He probably is.
Probably.
I forget who was it that showed this. Somebody showed this. I seen it on somebody's show because they were talking about how casual he looked and he's being shot at. And it's
He's like,
I'm
Counselor
pretty
Troy,
sure-
check this move out.
Right.
yeah.
I have most of that run. It's actually like if you're a Star Trek fan, it's actually really good for the most part.
But
Is that a phaser in your pocket, or are you happy?
He's just like, it's like a
Now-
everyday thing.
I will say the art can be rough in that series, but it can also be really good though. Sometimes they really get the likenesses.
That wasn't you, Nate, that showed this?
I don't think so. I mean, I think I have that one in
Remember
my
if
Star
you
Trek
showed
box.
that cover, because it looks like he's laying on the couch just casually waiting for something.
Yeah.
It looks like he's changing the damn channel.
Yeah,
It
he's
doesn't look like a
changing.
phaser. Looks like a remote.
Somebody showed this, man. I can't remember who showed.
I bet
it-
if you
it's
look
like-
like 3 issues before, there's a panel in there where he's sitting on the couch watching TV with someone. They just reused it.
Right.
It's like life goals, stripper pole in one hand, remote control in the other.
Right.
It's like,
I'm just here to look good and watch TV.
If I misplaced my tricorder, where did I put it?
That's when you know you watch too much comic book YouTube because everything just bleeds together. I can't remember who did what. And I could have swore it was Nate that showed that the other day. But
no, I mean, I wouldn't put it past me though.
Some Dark Knight.
Yeah.
This is
another great series.
Yeah, this is Prey. I got all those, all that run. I mean, the different. These they were 50 cents, man. I mean, for that, I was like, I picked them all up out of the $1.
That's where you just grab the box and walk out with the whole box. Like, I'm going to take all these.
I started to buy a short box. Honestly, I swear I did. And then that's the last one of the Prey. And then you got Faces, which is some of these. I mean, they changed. Like, this is Matt Wagner here.
Right. Legends of the Dark Knight, that's what they would do is they'd give a creative team a story and they'd do it, and then they'd give it to a new team, which I loved that. It was like an anthology Batman.
Yeah.
I just hated the cover layout, how they always had that big logo in the top right in the middle. It like took away from the artwork. And then they had always like the story title in the bottom right in the middle.
Yeah.
That's why I love Virgin Variants.
Yeah. I want to see the art.
Chonko likes virgins.
Hashtag.
Awesome. I think I have it.
DC Comics presents.
Eric from SideQuest just showed that.
And then I picked up the Shazam family one.
Cool.
And then
you look like
Marvel I love the Marvel 2-in-1s with the Thing, and this has got Sasquatch.
That's
I like those 2-in-1s.
That's one of the very early Alpha Flight kind of appearances in that 83 and 84.
And then got Devil Jack.
What?
Devil Jack.
I don't know.
What the hell is that? That's awesome.
Yeah, good old Devil Jack #1. I should have picked up #2. They had
Is that a special collector's edition? If it came out in the 90s, it's a collector's edition.
95, man. 95, right in the heart of it.
Doesn't have a stamp on it that says special collector's edition?
Yeah.
Does it have like gold leaf in it and stuff?
Embossed.
And then Malibu's, this is Walt Simonson's Star Slammers.
Cool.
That's kind of cool.
That was his run. It was actually the run that this was the story that he submitted to Marvel or DC back when he was first starting, and they turned him down and they held on to it. So then Malibu years later put it in theirs, ran the story.
That's awesome.
So I'm trying to find the rest of those. And then you got some Dead Man, some Dead Again.
Yep, I have that. I have that many. That's a good one.
Yeah, I got 1 and 3. And then,
don't you think Deadman's going to show up? He's got to show up in the new DC.
You would think.
Universe.
Yeah,
you hope. You hope.
Like, there's so many cool like Demon. Why would you not put the Demon in live action? Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
If
you know 22 Comics, he has a pitch for the Deadman TV show for HBO Max, and it's brilliant. He's like, it's Quantum Leap with Deadman, and he's chasing Gentleman Ghost.
I'm into it. I would watch that.
Cool.
I would watch the hell out of that.
Hell yeah, that would be awesome.
You had me at Quantum Leap.
Yeah,
right?
Me too.
However.
Yeah, I love that show.
And really, that is what Deadman does. So it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I love that show.
They're just those underutilized characters that should be live action, like Deadman, Demon, Creeper.
Spectre would be good.
Creeper, Spectre would be amazing. I mean, a little overpowered, but would be great.
Yeah. That's where DC drops the ball. They have such a catalog of characters, and they use like 9, and that's it.
I agree, Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher's on it. Yeah, that's a good point.
That was like when Justice League Unlimited launched, the new Justice League title. I was kind of hopeful because it kind of seemed like they were going to bring in the wider DC cast, and they did but didn't. They're not giving them a spotlight. They're just kind of like, you remember this guy? He's still here in the background. And that's not good enough for me.
Right. It's like, hey, we got this idea. We're going to do this Deadman thing, and we're going to do like this Batman crossover with the Demon, and they're like, no, Batwoman. We need Batwoman. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Or just a 7th Batman title.
Yes, yeah.
7th, yeah. But, I got a Roy Thomas first comics, first issue. Here you go, Johnny. First issue.
That will be right.
Edition.
There you go. Collector's edition.
It's,
man.
Alter Ego. Oh,
I got, like,
all right.
that whole run.
Do you?
Yeah.
You left too early, Nate.
He's coming back.
You missed Alter Ego. You'd like that one. And then this one here, I glanced through it. The art was kind of cool. I've never seen this before. Oh, dog. Anybody else seen this?
I've never seen that.
I've read that. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Yeah,
Pretty cool. The cover got me, man.
I think it's Declan Shalvey, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. With Clayton Cowles. Oh, there's an image. I didn't even realize it was an image.
Yeah.
And then I got, let's see here. I'll just
Big sausage. Here we
Biggie's
go.
here. Big sausage.
big sausage. Well, big sausage to me because of who the artist was, and I did Gary B's show Thursday.
Yeah, I watched.
And we were talking and stuff, and one of the artists I showed was Brian Boland, man. And he told me about Camelot 3000. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, Brian Boland did the covers and the interior art." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You know how many times I've seen that thing in the dollar bin? I never paid attention to it." I said it wasn't on my radar at all. It's being Brian Boland work, man. So luckily today, what I do, I got 1 through 12.
Oh, awesome.
Wow,
That's
cool.
Nice.
Good series. It's underrated.
Yeah,
Nate's
that's what he said. I got all of them, man. Real quick, show you guys the cover. Just Brian Boland goodness, man. I mean, some of his earlier work. I was like, how did I not have that on my radar, man? It just kills me.
Yeah, these are cool.
Yeah.
When I don't have an artist that I love, and then I find out that he's done stuff, especially when it's a book that I've come across 1,000 times and never even paid attention to.
And it's also great to find something that is only $1. You know what I mean? It's like it's usually like the artist that you like, and then you have to pay $100 for an issue or something.
Right. Yeah. And these are all 50 cents today. So,
great awesome pickup, man.
Yeah, these are all 50 cents.
I remember the series. I never paid attention to it. I've seen it.
I'm telling you right now. I just saw a collected edition at my LCS today. Rich, do yourself a favor. It's 12 issues. It's a complete story. Put that on top of your read pile because it's a blast.
Bought them.
You bought all 12.
Yeah, bought all the floppies.
It's so good. Yeah. Read it.
Yeah, I was just telling those guys, Nate, when he was gone, when I was on Gary B's show on Thursday, one of the artists I showed was Brian Boland, and he was like, well, then you got to have Camelot 3000. I said, what are you talking about?
You do.
He's like, Brian Boland did the art, and I was like, what? I was like, you know how many times I've seen that in a dollar bin? So today I found it.
Fantastic.
50 cents a piece.
Awesome.
You can't beat that.
And they're all in freaking, like, they've never been read. They're all in great shape.
That's awesome.
Cool.
That's hang on a sec. Nate wasn't here for where was that one at? Johnny said he's got this whole run.
Yeah, Alter Ego.
Oh, from First?
Yeah.
I love First. They put out some good stuff. I'm in.
You're gonna be upset, Rich. I bought 2 long boxes from Heritage. They were all First comics, and I think I paid like $60 for 2 long boxes.
Wow!
To ship them than it did to actually pay for them. It's all like that stuff. Like it's got Alter Ego, like Captain Victory.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's got some cool, and they're like whole runs.
Did it have any of the Judge Dredd stuff?
It did not have Judge Dredd.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You're up, buddy.
All right. I just went downstairs to get more whiskey, man.
Oh,
okay, so I'll show off some stuff. This is a weird one. You guys like weird ones, right? This is from Epic. This is Hollywood Superstars.
What?
I can't hear him. Should I go out and come back in?
Yes, Steve.
Yes.
This is a reoccurring dream.
The proportions of the people on the cover really bother me. Like, I can't believe this is the cover.
What was that called, Nate? Was it Hollywood Superstars?
Hollywood Superstars. And like reading, like I didn't read it. I flipped through it, and the art's, I don't know. It's better inside. It's pretty, standard stuff. But like it is about like Hollywood stunt people, and a guy's like, I ain't doing that stunt. That's too dangerous. You'll go out there and do that stunt, and you're out of the business. That's the comic. It's not real riveting from what I can tell. But it does have an ad for Cadillacs.
Oh, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Ooh, yes.
I thought
that was cool.
Yeah, the back cover's better.
Just put that in your bag backwards. And,
Yeah, I was gonna say just
play it
play it
back.
like that.
Right. As far as like, I'm gonna pull out some of the free comic book stuff, day stuff that I got that I haven't seen shown yet, because got quite a bit, honestly. Oh, that's a cool one. Yeah. All right.
I'm out of beer.
So this one I think is like a kid's graphic novel, Jimmy Olsen's Super Cyclopedia. But again, like I like to read this kind of stuff. It's a hardcover or softcover graphic novel. I've seen it before, and this is just part of it. But this is the kind of thing I would get and put in my classroom, right up their alley. My son, this was him, but the Minecraft, the manga. I mean, I'm again like getting kids to read. I'm into manga as well.
Did you see that, Chonko?
Yeah, I did. JX, you might have trademarked it, but I improved it because now it's big spicy sausage. Big spicy sausage is the new one.
Putting it in his
I was
videos,
saying
too.
GSS. I'm sorry, GX. I knew it was JX or GSS. One of the two.
Oh yeah.
So Adam, do you know what this one is?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Have you
Yeah,
read
cool.
those?
No, I haven't.
It
And
So
looked
the
awesome.
concept
This
is
is
really
the-
cool.
yeah, this is the second series. They did a Where Monsters Lie. That was a 5-issue mini that it's about a bunch of serial killers that live on the same street. And
Right.
some people get lost and then they get killed and everything like that. Well, things go badly after everything comes on. And then so they all move, the people that are left all moved into this cul-de-sac. So that's what that series is. They just finished that up. It was a 5-issue again. But that was the Halloween freebie that they had
Okay.
for Trick or Read. That was the first issue of it, of the second
Cool.
series. Yeah.
Just
I
to
am-
address
Go ahead.
JSS comment before you do. And as an attorney, remember who sent you a shirt. I just sent you a shirt, Johnson.
I'm a sucker for anything Archie. I mean, I'll pick it up for free for sure. So
That's cool.
and then this,
Glad
what
you
is
got
his
that.
name? Jeffrey Brown. He's done a whole lot of like comic book and sci-fi, but comic strip stuff in his style, and I've really enjoyed a lot of it. He had a book called Kids Are Weird that somebody gave us when we found out that we were,
Accurate.
going to have a baby. That was cool.
It's accurate.
But
They're weird.
they are so weird. But I like this. And this one's I think one of the heftiest in terms of length of the free comic book day books. And it's just really cute. It's really well done. I can't wait to check it out. I picked up I got just a few here. So some Simpsons books. My shop had them for $4 a piece, 20% off. This one here, Mr. Burns is doing a toy giveaway, and he's put his head like on a Barbie and a TMNT.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
turtle.
Oh, that's great.
He's Raphael.
My Little Pony.
He's Leonardo.
It's just great. Great cover.
That's so funny.
I like this one where everybody's waiting for the laundry and they're all reading something and they're in their underwear. So Maggie's got an ABC book, a comic book, and the newspaper, though I don't believe Homer would really read the newspaper.
No.
It should be like upside down.
Looking at the funnies.
Right. Blinky Piranhas.
Nice.
And then the last one I picked up from Simpsons was my favorite one. I
Oh,
just
that's
think it's so
cool.
cool. Like
that.
kind of goes with body horror for me.
Yeah.
Or Insanity Pepper episode.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I thought that too. Like, I get Christmas stuff, so the last two I'll show are Christmas books. This one is another Archie that was like a couple bucks, and so Christmas themed and Archie for $2. And I'm like, I got $2.
Cool.
This last one is so stupid. I cannot believe I found this. The price tag's still on there because it was $5. This is Uncle Scrooge number 16, a 10-cent Dell in freaking gorgeous condition.
Yeah, it looks
Uh,
crisp.
Yeah, it looks nice.
That's
It's-
great.
Is that a Barks?
I don't even know. I mean, I bought it because I was like, that's not a $5 book, right? Like, I
Right.
mean, a Disney collector is
there
going to
a
pay
page
20 to
missing or
30 bucks for
something?
that. I have no idea. I'll go ahead and take, I mean, this is the first
It does seem
time I
reasonably
take it.
priced.
Archie
No, it's
Boots.
beautiful.
Excellent
The back is
book for your
Wow.
Christmas.
beautiful.
The back looks like Carl Barks to me.
Yeah.
That is
Um,
a steal.
It's Carl Barks. It's Carl Barks.
Amazing. That's such a steal,
It is
man.
Carl Barks. It's
I'll give
beautiful.
you $8 for it right now.
No. This, I mean,
I'll go 9.
it's beautiful.
That's so cool.
Yeah, very cool. And so I don't know what that should have cost me, but I know it shouldn't have cost me $4 because I got 20% off.
That's right.
Wow.
But that's pretty much all. Well, no, I got one more thing. This was $10 because it was used. So and then 20% off that. But I love these
That's fun.
collections, man.
Absolutely.
So-
That's cool.
So
I've been
for
getting
what,
those.
$8? I mean, I paid $8 and got 6 issues of Volta Horror. I'll
Awesome.
take that. I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, that's great.
And
Yeah,
that's
Bizarre Adventures 34
I'm
is
out.
an awesome cover.
You're out.
yeah, that one is the is that the skull Santa chimney thing?
Yeah, that whole Bizarre Adventures run is good though. It's like the covers are really, especially like the end of it, the last 5 or 6 books. But yeah, that's a great cover.
Yeah.
So is it me next year? Or?
yeah, I'm
sure.
out.
All right, I got a couple things. A couple Comic Link wins that I got. Bargain bin diving, but I got a
JSS says yes.
Sandman #1.
Thanks, JSS.
Yep.
Kirby
Cover.
goodness. I think I got this
look at
for
one
like $60 or $65, and nobody was bidding on it. So it was
I
kind of
looked
cool.
at one of those today and it had a big chunk out of the cover.
This is a 9.6. It's like, but it's like sometimes people just don't bid on some cool stuff. Like this one, I got this for $35 off of Comic Link again because people don't watch. But this is first time Captain Marvel reappears as in the Shazam title. And first time the Marvel family appears outside of the Golden Age in a 9.0 for $35.
Whoa.
I mean,
Slab.
it costs
that's-
more than that to get it graded.
Yeah.
It's about that cost.
shipping.
Yeah, it's about but like for transport and stuff. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's.
transport and shipping and all that.
I'm telling you guys, I'm letting anybody in on my secrets. Comic Link, you can like if you're paying
I got like
attention.
70 bids right
Yeah,
now on
I've
Comic
been-
Link.
Yeah, I've done
Chonko.
stuff on there.
What happened? I didn't hear.
I got like 70 bids out on
Oh.
Comic Link right now, thanks to you. I hope some of them get
I will
outbid.
get on there and choke him out.
I do that.
I mean,
God.
you
Oh,
should know
oh.
what I'm bidding on.
Oh,
Looking at it right
No.
now, it looks dangerous.
Yeah.
It can
It
get-
is, man. That's
the
it.
thing is, you can sort it based upon like lowest bid
Both bid. Yeah.
and ending soonest, and they don't do that thing like if you bid, they add more time. It's like once the bid's cut off, it's done. So like one of the tricks is you wait at 5 seconds and you put in a bid like just above the other person. Sometimes they've bid way above, and you still won't get it. But sometimes you can get stuff for.
And they
That's
still
what I did on my Captain America one.
they'll send
Just
you
that
messages.
strategy.
They'll
There's
send you emails. Yeah, they'll send emails when it's ending soon and stuff. So
Yeah,
Talking
and
to
it's
Sniper.
also it's like you kind of can snake some books sometimes, but if it's like an in demand, it'll still go for like enormous amounts. But if it's like something where it's like not a 9.8, and a lot of times or what they'll do is they'll list multiple entries where they'll list like 3 9.8s, a 9.6, and like a 9.2. And nobody bids on the 9.2, and you can get that 9.2 for nothing. Like that happens
So-
quite often. So
JX is asking, do you think it's good for Golden Age books?
I think no, please don't bid on Golden Age books,
Absolutely not. It's terrible.
particularly Golden Age horror. It's awful. Don't even try. It's not a good idea.
They're too old.
What about for Lois Lanes? Is it terrible for Lois Lanes? People
I-
should stay away.
That's where I got my the one slabbed Lois Lane. I got it in like a 9 point something. And again, yeah, nobody bid on it. It's it all depends who's bidding and who's watching. One thing is they're not great at giving descriptions, and it's where I've really gotten a lot of my file copies, or like if it's like a pedigree and it's still a blue label, people don't read it. I've gotten 2 that way. I'm giving up my secrets, but yeah. But here, I just opened this. This is just back from CGC. You're seeing it with me. This was sent off to these were sent off to a presser. They went to CGC. I don't even know what these are. I just opened it like before we went live. So you're seeing what I'm seeing. But yeah, 3 slabs I haven't seen in quite some time, and they look pretty good. But this is Witching Hour number 43. Came back in 8.0. It's this cool cover of this. Like,
I love that cover. Yeah, that's a great
like,
one.
the kids watching, and there's like a demon who's like I don't really know what the demon's doing, but they're like
I know what he's doing. He's showing some demon dong.
Right. He's like, act like you're not impressed. Yeah.
Big spicy sausage, man.
Yes, big spicy sausage.
Yeah. Really spicy, that one.
That's a hot, spicy sausage.
Yeah, that's big spicy there.
It is a good cover, though.
But Warlock number 10, and this is first appearance of the In-Betweener, origin of Thanos and Gamora, and Thanos versus the Magus, Starlin and Alan Weiss story cover. I mean, a Wolfman story, in a 9.0.
Yeah, I love that cover with the red on both sides of it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. And
it's kind of like that same Dead Man that you had, Rich, that same kind of art style on the side of for the red faces.
Yeah.
And just a cool cover here, but Warlock 7, and but it's a Gil Kane cover, with a Doom in the background, and nothing a 9.4. So those 3 came up.
That's a cool Doom.
Yeah, it's the uncloaked Doom. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I like that.
I think the 2 Warlocks are going up for sale, and the Witching Hour I'm keeping. So anybody interested in some cool Warlock books, hit your boy up, because I'm selling them.
I like the Witching Hour.
I'm keeping the Witching Hour. The horror stuff, that's me. I keep that stuff. But
yeah, good call.
That's what I had.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Second round?
I can go.
You spoke up first, Steve. Sorry.
Yes,
it's okay. It's a friendly game.
Well, I had to get another one of these just because.
Yes. Yes.
You can't have too many. You can't have too many.
Is that the die cut?
Yeah,
I just can't believe that got made. It's the stupidest damn thing I've ever seen.
I love it, man.
I love it.
Yeah. Especially along the side. You know.
I know.
I can't believe they haven't done that before or since.
I told you I was going to grade mine, right? I was going to bring it to C2E2, but then I heard there were like multiple copies graded, and it's like, yeah, it's not as funny as I thought it would be.
I'm pretty sure there's no 9/8.
Yeah,
there aren't.
Sure.
Maybe that would have been good.
Get a 10, man.
Don't be surprised if it shows up the Heroes Con with me.
Okay,
the first 10-0 ferret die.
That's insane. That'd be the silliest thing.
All right, this one is so weird. I was just like, and the more you look at it, the weirder it gets.
God, for you to say that, I just can't wait.
I've got that. Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I love this stuff.
What the hell?
Like,
wow.
That whole
on
series,
earth?
man. That whole series,
Rat
every
Pack
cover
number
is
4. It's part 4 of 5.
That whole series, the covers are crazy. I've got that whole run.
That is wild.
This was one of those, that like taking it up to the counter free comic book day, and there's kids and everything. And the person was like, "Yeah, we need to flip that over. Yeah, we need to."
I'd be all like, "Look what I got, everybody! I found Brat Pack."
Yeah,
They put that one in a brown paper bag.
awesome, man.
These were like some other cheapies, but it's Concert of Champions. I liked all the fists there. All their 5. I think the 9.9 challenge or 10 is been raised. Little Power Man Timeless. This is the Black History Month variant.
Oh, cool.
But I didn't pick this up, so I was like, let me try that.
Is that where he has like both their powers? And
I think so. It's pretty recent. So, of course,
Yes.
yeah.
Glow in the dark.
Turn your light out. Turn your light out, Adam.
Yeah, that's first glow in the dark ever, right?
Yeah.
This was a Marvel 2-in-1 variant for Exceptional X-Men. So, but it's number 3. But I didn't really care for Exceptional X-Men, but I was like, oh, it's got the thing cover on it. I know people have seen this and shown this before, but Elf Thing.
Yep.
cool.
Nice.
It is
Almost
so
lips.
terrible looking. I mean, the Hulk, homage. I don't even want to say it's a homage because
Yeah,
it's so much
Lyle.
worse.
It's like
I
direct.
love it. I
Lyle
love it.
showed that first on Alan's show, and then made me
Yeah.
run out and buy it. So then I got a copy of it too.
Yeah, that's
Um,
outstanding. I love that.
And
Yeah.
then this is these are a couple things that just came in. It's a Dan Panosian for Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
this is like
That's great.
they did a 1,000 run of this, and so this is number 423. But this covers it. Panosian's just knocking it out of the park lately. So,
He's great.
Oh yeah, I like that.
and then I got a weird thing that's kind of like tangential, but I know like Chonko Rich will love this at least. But this was a Kickstarter that is Nightmare
What
Soup.
is that?
I know you're gonna love it.
Is that the
cool.
artist who did the scary stories to tell in the dark?
Yes. So it came the
Wow.
What on earth? I don't even know what this is.
I got to show you all this. So they did. These are all like short stories, like scary
Whoa.
stories to tell in the dark. The art in this, it's all that Andy Sciasco that did the art, but it's all like creepy stuff. But
Nice.
this version had this book, and then like kind of a smaller book that was Bloody Bites.
Wow.
Again, like same artist doing all this
just-
stuff.
Whoa.
So good.
So good. And then there's the art book,
Oh my God. Look at that.
Just Desserts.
Adam, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to spend more money right now.
No, I'm not either. But this is on my. God,
I mean, look at those cool little like baby things.
That's
awesome.
That is
So wild.
awesome.
Wow.
What is this thing called? I'm writing it
Soup.
down. What's
Nightmare
it called?
Soup. Nightmare Soup.
Nightmare Soup.
Nightmare Soup.
So-
I love this, and I hate you, Adam. Thank you.
I know. So then this set also came with a bunch of free prints, and they're all signed.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You hit the jackpot.
They're like Cenobites.
And they did a
Nosferatu.
I know
Yeah.
they did a suggestion thing. This was a Kickstarter. They did a suggestion of like, hey, some of our backers suggest something for him to draw. And they were going to pick like ones that people liked the most, and he drew them. And I actually suggested this one, the Nosferatu.
Oh wow. Oh, so this was a Kickstarter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
That's a
then
good one.
Oh, that's
Wow. Amazing stuff.
This is so cool.
Yeah, that's like these are like
Most
Cthulhu mythos, like stuff. Wow. I love this.
Very cool. I mean, you want to see these hung on the wall. That pinball
Absolutely.
machine one is
Framed.
Oh,
awesome.
that
Yeah.
one's awesome.
Look at the
Yeah.
glowing
These
eyes
are-
there. It's like little kitties. And then
Oh wow!
indigo. And then it's like I kept finding stuff in this thing, and I was like, "Good gosh, how much stuff did they send?" So they had a thing. It was like, well, every week that we don't start mailing, we're going to include extra stuff in it. So it came with like other little stickers. I'm trying to see
Wow.
there.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I'd have to make those into magnets and put them all over my fridge or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
My
then,
fridge has stickers all over it because
and
I'm
then
thinking I could do that.
signed bookmarks.
Wow. Oh my God.
And they're double sided, so it's got like different art on the other side. This
Oh,
one was, I
cool.
thought was really cool. That's just crazy.
Oh yeah.
And then you got that.
I think it's awesome, man.
When
And
was
then
that Kickstarter?
And then it had a metal card with it too.
Cool.
But what'd you say?
When was the Kickstarter for that? Was that like a year ago?
Something I want to say like 8 months ago or something like that. Yeah, but they're just and they're just mailing it all from their house.
How did you come across it?
Just following the artist. Yeah.
Following ours? Huh.
Yeah. But yeah, that was super sweet. And they're planning, they put a little a letter in this that they're gonna have a Nightmare Soup the movie. And then they're doing the Sandman Stay Awake. It's a card game release. And then they're going to have a second Nightmare Soup trilogy that's going to be 3 new books that they're going to do as upcoming projects. So, yeah, so this will keep me busy for a little while. I'll be excited about
Okay.
I want to tell a very quick story / anecdote to go along with this. If I can steal for a second.
Yeah,
so
please.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is a book of kids' horror stories with art by that artist whose name I don't know, but Adam will tell us right now.
Yeah, Andy Scialzo.
Okay.
Yeah, Sciasco.
And the art is awesome and horrifying, and it goes along with these stories that are honestly kind of dark and scary, especially for kids. And I've been an elementary school teacher since like 2005. So 20 years at this point. And the kids loved to read this, even though it was scary and even though it was dark. And Scholastic, the company that published it, at one point decided that the art was too horrific for the kids. So they changed the art. It was still scary, but it wasn't even a tenth as cool. It was terrible. And so like kids would go to the Scholastic book fair and they're like, I'm going to get Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark because they've seen it, you know? And then they get it and they're like, what the hell is this, man? I'm like, I don't know. It sucks.
Got ripped off.
Yeah, I'm like, they're like, Mr. T, this sucks. I'm like, it does suck. We should tell everybody. And so then like, I don't know, it lasted for a little while like that, 3 or 4 years. And I think people did write letters and say, this is stupid. What you did was stupid. The kids want the scary art. And now it's back. Like there's like 4 or 5 volumes and they all have art by him and it's horrific and great. And the kids are into it because of it. Like
That's right.
When the art wasn't cool, the kids were like, this sucks. I'm just like, it does suck. Because I have the good ones in my room and they literally read the covers off of them because they want to see those pictures. And when they see that picture, it makes them want to read the story that goes with it. And
that's how it was when I was a kid. That's what made me read was that stuff.
That's the magic of comics and art is that it can be so good and so interesting. It can make a kid want to read. And as somebody who has to make kids read, that is sometimes the hardest thing in the world you can do. So I love that these guys are still, in that genre, still pumping it out. That is so cool, Adam. I love that.
Yeah. So
kudos.
Yeah.
Excellent pickup.
Yeah. JSS put the link there.
That's all I got, Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Was you done, Adam?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm good.
All right.
Yes.
This I showed Adam this comic book cover. It's the best picture of MODOK, like the smiling Cheshire cat.
Yes.
That's an X-Men book, and you don't think it could get any uglier than this. Here's a ripoff, the Toxic Commando.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
John
Yeah, John
Carpenter's
John
Toxic
Carpenter.
Commando.
Yes, John
Yeah.
Carpenter's.
Toxic
And,
Commando. I
it's
love
like
it.
the Toxic Avenger, you know.
Right.
Now,
Go on.
here's
That sounds
one
like the
for
kind of toys you
nostalgia.
buy at Dollar General. It's Toxic Commando.
Huh?
And here's Masters of the Universe
Yeah, look for big nasty
Revolution.
Oh, that's kind of cool cover. I like that.
Yeah, I like
Oh
that too.
yeah, they had
Gene
5 or
Johnson.
so I could have got, but I only got 2. See how the story goes, and that's a pretty cool centerfold page
Mhm.
for the art style. And the other one is even just as cool of a cover.
I mean, I love Motu. Like, I really do. I loved the cartoon as a kid. Those shows were pretty okay. Like, if you watched the whole thing, you had to get through a lot. Because they were big story arcs. They kind of should have done better punches, 30-minute stories, but I enjoyed the Netflix shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched those Masters of the Universe He-Mans with my kids when they were on TV for the first time. The
Yeah.
Transformers and the Power Rangers, and so I was an old guy watching all that stuff, Back to the Three Stooges. This one has the Stooge monkeys, the sea monkeys.
That's
Stooge
cool.
That's great.
That is
That's
awesome.
really cool.
It's on the back. It's on the back of this one, and it says, "Just add water. That's all. In 1 second, your amazing stooge monkeys will start slapping, nose pulling, and eye poking. Yes, they'll instantly start to dismantle your fishbowl castle before your eyes. Now, you can see real live stooge monkeys bicker and lollygag right in your own home.
Lollygag.
Lollygag.
That's a heck of an ad.
And here's a cover I liked. It's a first issue. In Comic Book Day, I think I got 7 or 8 first issues. And I thought when I saw this cover, the guy looks more like he would be in the water than in space.
Yeah.
As a character. Vanguard.
Yeah, that's the coloring on that was really good. Like the highlight behind him was really well done.
Oh yeah, yeah. Things catch my eye. I'm a cover buyer, and here's another nostalgia. Flash Gordon.
Very cool.
Flash
And
Gordon.
I
What you getting, Steve?
put a marker in, so if I got a marker in, something is something worth looking at, I think. And she says, "I want Flash Gordon's dead or alive." It's the evil queen, I guess. And there he's going, "Yeah, we'll see about that."
Flash Gordon.
And then I got a nice little stack of Superman American Alien. And there's a crop circle in this one. And that's on the Kent farm. And then I have issue 3, which is, it looks like Batman, Bruce Wayne is partying because the waves in the water make the bat insignia.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty good series.
Number 4. So I'm missing 3. And the last eyeball cover I had was a Doctor Strange comic book.
Who was the writer on that, Nate?
It's Max Landis, and he was a problem. He's John Landis's son, and he did some stuff that's not very admirable. So this story is not going to be reprinted, and it's not bad. Like he was clever. He's just a bad person. So it's. I can separate art from the artist. It's worth reading, and this series actually has one of my absolute favorite Superman covers of all time.
I think I'm going to get to it.
I hope so, because it is
one of my favorites of all time.
Oh wow!
This is, and if you they probably draw it like this and then flip it to do the book. And I think this is the one I might have saw on your show or Matt's show. Is that the one?
I love this cover.
Yeah, that's
all
great.
these people all
really cool.
showing their Superman. Superman is the people. Like there's something powerful about this.
Yeah, that's
in the middle of it is Clark giving us the shush. That we have to. You got to let him have his secret. In order for this to be the power, you got to let him be who he is. And I wish Chonko, you talk about virgin variants. I wish that I had a virgin variant of that Ryan suit cover because it's just one of my absolute most favorite Superman covers of all time.
Pick this run up. I've never seen it before.
And this is my favorite one. It's issue 7 and my last one, and you can see the symbol on the earth, and cool. It comes down.
Pretty cool.
That's a great
cover. That's cool. Yeah,
very cool. That's a great pickup, Steve.
How many issues was that?
I think it is. I think it is 7. Funny enough, I had a friend today give me the collected version of this. He got it at a library sale for $1.
Oh wow!
I have the floppies of it. So I'm not sure. I was actually thinking I might throw this in a giveaway pile or something. It does not say how many issues it is, but I want to say I do want to say it's 7.
7. What's it called? Superman American Alien?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I got another.
It's 7. It's 7 issues. So you have the last issue.
So I'm missing 1 or 2 of them. And this is a different series. And after looking at it, the art is cartoony, but that's okay. But it's not my favorite. Now, I have just a few more. Now, this was a buy. I got a $10 book for $1. It's cool. Marvel Gods.
Yeah, that's a newer book. That was $10 freaking on the shelf.
That's the Hickman surcharge.
God.
Yeah, I mean,
thank you.
A lot of his books out are more expensive. He has an extra charge for his.
Yeah, it's a nice book. I think it's going to be one of the first ones on my reading list. Just a couple left. Here's a funny one. I sent Nate a picture of this book and saying, this is a guy that can date the Dazzler.
It does look like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nate goes, no, she's all mine. Sorry. I didn't mean to give you away. All right.
Everybody knows.
But he would wear ice skates, right?
True. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then this is Contest of Chaos. Number 1. Another, and it's Cyclops and Captain Marvel. They're always, I hate it when the good guys fight each other, but it creates drama, which creates the story. And then I got 2 Young Blood books.
Happy
one is
birthday,
good,
Mr.
one I don't know why I bought it. This one reminds me of Captain America's colors, and I like space covers.
So that's about as far as I take that comparison.
Good old Youngblood.
They just moved him sideways.
His chest isn't as big as Captain America. Liefeld's Captain America, though.
Good Lord.
And there's some neat artwork inside.
Oh, wow.
90s goodness.
Yeah.
And the last one is a Youngblood yearbook. So I figured it's like a reference book where
it's like an annual.
Yeah. And then on the back it has an ad for the Trencher.
Oh, Trencher,
and you can see how elaborate the style is in his book.
I always wondered, like with Keith Giffen's art when it looked like that, like I don't know how the colorist knew what to do.
Yeah.
You know, the line art is so loopy and angular. Like, I don't know how you would know where one thing began and something else ended sometimes, but
Yeah.
A lot of conversations like, hey, is this the end of his coat or not?
Right.
exactly. Like, I can't figure out where the coat and the smoke, you know, come together, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the inker had to went mad doing those Trencher books.
Well, that's my round, guys.
Very cool, Steve.
I just saw Dope showed up. You should see
Yeah.
that thing that Adam showed. Dope would have loved that
Yeah.
that collection.
Yeah.
And I just saw you were on his. Yeah, you did a stream with him.
That was fun. Yeah,
I'm so pissed off, man. Like, my phone didn't tell me. Like, it didn't give me a notification. And I told somebody, like, I haven't been watching anything lately. I have been swamped, but I wish I could. I watched about half of it. It seemed really cool. You guys have a lot in common. So
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we
you guys
like
have
a lot of
to
the
talk about.
same, like, golden age horror kind of, and then we talked a little bit about it. I don't know if it was controversial, but a conversation starting video where it was talking about different people in the hobby, readers and collectors and speculators and that kind of stuff. And we just kind of I mean, that was kind of why I made the video, was to engage with people and to kind of talk and just see just get the conversation rolling. So it was fun for us to sit and talk about that and kind of bounce the ideas off and just basically my whole point was there's room for everybody in this hobby and
Oh yeah.
nobody gets to tell you how to collect. That was kind of really what I was getting at.
I think however somebody, like, any reason's a good reason to collect a book. That's an individual position.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, without reopening the can of worms or something, but it was like, I found there was like a certain purist gatekeeping going on that I wanted to kind of address. Like, I'm a purist. I only buy comics that I read, and I was like, okay, I was saying, you don't get a special batch of cookies because you read 50 comics this week. That doesn't exist. No one's giving that to you. But
that's why I was kind of piggybacking on you, Chonko, when I did my video on the experiment promotion button. I just wanted to. I was like, Chonko, when you made that, it made me start thinking about it.
It's happened again. I'll be back.
Right.
It's because I kicked myself off. I got one of these gaming that came with the computer, and it's got buttons on the side.
Oh yeah,
that's for throwing grenades.
Yeah, exactly.
Grenade button.
You touch that button right there, and it kicks me off.
I use that that's my melee button, yo.
Yeah.
So you just you fell on your grenade, huh, Rich?
Right. That's funny.
Real quick, I'll show you what this is from. This is from the second shop I went to today. I went to two shops. I limited to two shops because I went and seen Thunderbolts today.
Well, how was it?
Okay, spoiler free. I'm going tomorrow. No spoilers.
No spoilers, but
just opinion.
It's really good.
When they all died at the end, I was shocked.
Son of a.
I also watched it today, Rich. So I agree. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot.
It was good. I give it probably an 8.5.
It's one of the best ones they've put out in a while for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I'm happy to hear it. We need a win. We needed a win because it's been tough.
And let me tell you,
don't worry.
Tickets for a family of 3 was like, it's a $50 outing, man. So I need it to be at least an 8.5.
Right.
So you guys sneak the candy in your pockets.
To me, it was at least an 8.5, man. It was really good. Really,
I definitely stayed engaged.
Yeah, because Captain America. I mean, I like Captain America too. Also, the newer one, but you could tell where they had to piece it together and reshot stuff. You could just tell by watching it, But this one, man, you can just tell that Kevin Feige was like, all right, enough of this shit. We got to get one right, And he was on top of it throughout the whole movie. You could just tell because it just had that feel. But
I like
Cool.
when I can watch them and I can laugh and be engaged and be like, wow, that was cool. But then also be like, hey, I remember that they did that. That was a thing. They did that thing. And it's not like, oh no, bullshit. That's not how that went. Like I like when I don't have to engage my butt actually. I don't have to do the butt actually guy. That's what I like.
and there's
Actually,
two
Right.
post-credit scenes, Nate. So if you go see it, there's two of them. There's two different post-credit scenes.
okay. Oh yeah,
And they're long too. I heard long scenes.
We'll stick around.
The second one's more important than the first.
Yeah,
one.
yeah. The
one's
first one,
comedic value.
the first one has nothing but just comedic value. Yeah,
Very funny though, I thought.
very funny. But yeah, the one at the very end of the movie, you need to stick around for that one.
Very cool.
Cool.
I had to pick up my dude. Badger.
All right, there you go.
Number 4.
Hey, Rich, what is that running cover price?
Yeah, I'm ashamed to say it's $7.
Yeah.
I told myself after the third one, I'm like, I'm not getting any more. Of course, I was there today. I went, all right, I'll get the fourth one.
Yeah,
I might as well get 5. I gotta get at least 5, and then I'll stop. Yeah.
It's okay. Hashtag no shame, buddy. I get it.
Yeah.
I bought 20 issues of the Flash. It happens.
And then, like the Mavericks is my honey hole. That's the one I always get my good stuff, and I got this Neil Adams Nighthawk.
Oh wow!
Oh, that
I didn't
that
know
Wild
Neil Adams
Storm?
did Nighthawk.
that is not
Is that a Wildstorm publication?
good looking.
Neil
Yeah,
Adams did some odd things. He made
This is
some
Neil
odd
Adams, buddy. Look at that
Wow.
sucker. Ain't that a beaut?
Wow.
This is number 2.
Looks
That
like
is-
Faust.
That is not a butte, but it is on the list.
Number 3.
Wow.
Look at that. I
Wow.
can't even. He's shooting the guy's at a funky angle. Like he's
Yeah,
going to a proctologist or something, man. I don't know what the hell. So,
came out during colon cancer awareness month.
Yeah. And number 4. I thought that was a pretty cool cover. Them flashing the hell out of the dude's face. And then number 5. I could have got a few more, but I stopped at 5. I said, well, I'll read the first 5. They're worth
He
getting.
really wanted to draw Batman. He just
God.
really wanted to draw Batman there.
What was he did a series called Batman the Odyssey. That was
just
really
yeah, he wrote it too, and it was just horrible.
it was so bad.
Yeah.
And
this
the
was,
art, the art, it just wasn't Neil Adams' art either. I mean, I know he drew it, but I mean, it just everything about that fell short.
It's not Neil Adams of the yesteryear for sure.
No, it's a damn shame.
And then
He was really starting to do this is just something that bugged me, like kind of at the later stages, and I could see it, occasionally in some of those books, was like, everybody's mouth had to be like opened. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, shut your mouth. So,
Collecting flies.
but so when I got my Neil Adams Dr. Doom, this is terrible, but I requested that like his mouth wasn't agape,
closed mouth, please.
Hey, Rich.
You think
Rich,
he's still in the Greg Horn style?
put me at the duck because
Man.
Chonko's covered up, but I won't be. Like, I got position. Duck me. See?
Yeah, it looks like you're
I put myself at the
where
top. I
duck
just
is throwing
lean to
out of
one
your
side.
shoulder.
I can lean to one side or the other.
Yeah.
It gives you
You
that
can
option.
still see your face real good. You're over to one side of the duck.
Hey, Nate,
Hilarious.
how do you? It gives you that option to switch sides, but then you can't put nobody on the big screen.
No, that's
Oh,
only
yeah.
that's only for presenting a web page.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't take Nate away from his duck time.
Then I got
This is me and Quacky.
Brave and the Bold, the Butcher, and the Question. I got it because of the question. The team up.
Very cool.
Cool.
So number 1, and then number 4. Let's see, number 5. Because the Question's my dude. I mean, it's got Mike Barron writing on it, so it can't be too bad. I like Mike Barron.
I know.
And then Amazing Man. Adding that to my run.
It's not amazing. It's just amazing.
He's
Amazing
amazing.
Man.
It's like It's like
I almost picked one up.
That's so you didn't find it in the Amazing Spider-Man run, like it was separated out when you were sorting through boxes. It's like, we'll put them in Amazing.
Man.
this guy. He's kind of amazing. I don't know, but he's an amazing character.
Amazing man.
Is he amazing? No, he's amazing.
No, kind of amazing, a little bit.
Adding to my warp run.
Wow.
That's a cool cover, actually.
I bought the first issue of that one because it I read it wrong, and it said the coming of Lord Cumulus.
Yeah, Cumulus. Yeah, that's what I said.
I read it as the
Lord
coming of Lord Cumulus.
Awesome.
I was like, I got
That's great.
Oh wow.
That's
a new character.
Adam, I showed that a few months back, and I was like, the little kid in me was just laughing my ass off.
I know, that's why.
I was like, Lord Cumulus, how'd they get away with that?
They should have just named him Nimbus, damn it.
Yeah.
And then Rat Bastard.
Very cool.
Nice.
But I think I got a couple other. I got to dig in my pile. I'm pretty sure I got a couple other ones of those. And then I've been just picking up Crossfire when I find it. This is number 3. I like Dan Spiegel. You know.
Every time I see that, did anyone else play the board game Crossfire? Remember the commercial from the 90s?
Yeah.
The little
like on marble?
Metal, you shot metal balls.
Oh yeah, I remember
and you
that.
had the little trigger, and the commercial was like Crossfire. It had the most metal commercial.
That'd be an awesome song for it. Then I have to look that up. I don't remember that.
Oh, I had it. My brother and me, and you would just shoot the crap out of. You were trying to get these little spinny things across a line.
But
did you sing it when you were shooting the marbles?
Yeah. Constantly.
One hand on the trigger.
Hungry hippos on steroids.
It was. You're right. It was It was the 90s. It was definitely the edgy 90s. Hungry hippos.
That was a pretty good round, but now it's my turn. Yay!
When I was a kid, there was this game called Dynamite Shack, where you had giant thumbs and you had to put the dynamite in the chimney of the shack before the shack blows up.
What?
That's a real game from the 70s, I guess.
Wow.
The 70s were wild.
Oh, yeah. Lawn darts?
Lawn darts.
I played them all the time.
Freaks no more.
Who did the art?
Wow,
on
that's
that?
cool.
Freak. It's Dark Horse Comics. And this is a number.
It kind of looks like the Toxic Avenger, though.
It does.
It's black and white art inside.
Yeah, that's how it was in those days.
Modern classics, but I mean it's Dark Horse. But this is a cool ass cover, complete cover by. I seen that. I was like, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then to add to my continuing my run on Steel Grip Starkey. I love how he's double fisting it right there.
That is awesome.
He's got a steel grip. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's got a steel grip. He's got both. He's got something in both hands. So that one there is really. I mean, look at that sucker, man. That's innuendo like crazy.
Yeah, a little.
Well, the grip's 2 different colors. He's got such a tight grip on it, it's turning red. The other one's chrome.
Yikes.
And then you got Strodium Dog.
Oh, God. I have a couple issues of this. It's so good.
This is number 2. Do you need number 2, Nate?
Yes, I do.
He just got it. He's already ready to get rid of it. Here, you need
right?
It's going in your pile, buddy.
But I want to say it's an Alan. I think it's an Alan Moore. One of the Stronium dogs I have is an Alan Moore story.
Really?
Yes, it's from 2000 AD. It's a Judge.
It's
one of the Judge Dredd books that was in there. It's good.
Wow. Yeah, well, Alan Moore, it's probably good. I mean, he didn't do.
I'm really getting into the English sci-fi stuff from 2000 AD. Like
I love that.
There's stuff beyond Judge Dredd that's just as good.
Yeah, I'm not familiar, but it's hard to get that stuff.
It is. Yeah, we don't see it over here. That's the thing. Is like it's it's known there. It's collected in whatever you call it, the anthologies, but it's not something that we usually get copies of over here. So
now, what you need to find on my screen, I have here.
I have that.
Strontium bitch.
Yeah, I
stop it.
That's the one I showed on your show, Nate. I thought it said scrotum bitch.
No, I'm copywriting that. That's my next book.
I like that
her cape is wild.
It's very veiny, like a bat wing.
Random hairs.
That's the one I picked up when I first saw it. I swear I thought it said scrotum bitch. I was like, oh, I gotta get that. I got it home. I was like, that ain't scrotum bitch.
Is that a fur coat? Kinda.
Maybe you guys can help me pronouncing this one.
Fatima.
Fatima.
I thought it was Fatima.
Well, it's Fatima. Like
it can like
be
a Spanish name.
If it's a Spanish name, it's
name.
Fatima.
Yeah,
look at the cover, man. She's blowing his eyeball out.
Yeah, it's Fatima.
I mean,
I'm into Fatima.
That took some good aim to just get the eyeball out from the other side.
And then this one's number 4.
Shot right through the ear,
What on earth? He's like spewing out of his head. like a water fountain.
So ridiculous.
I mean, I gotta say though, that's some of the worst art I've ever seen. Like, I think I can draw that.
Johnny, it's even worse inside, but I love it.
This was the best thing that they had to show for the cover.
Oh my god,
we gotta sell this turd. Do you have a good cover? No.
More sprinklery, more water fountain.
It's like it doesn't even. There's no even like texturing of the colors. Like it's just plain yellow, plain peach skin. Like there's no variation. I mean, I could have done that with a crayon.
So good.
There's no shadowing. There's no. I mean, it's just like one dimensional.
You need to find the artist and go to a con and get a remark in the blood splat on that.
Right.
Beto.
That artist is working at a bowling alley now. Come on.
Go to that bowling alley.
Sounds familiar, Beto. I can't place where I've seen it before. But sounds familiar. And then some Sam Keith. I actually found this in the 50-cent bin, the hollows.
That's cool.
I still got a few more to get for that run.
Hey, Eric's backstage.
I think.
Somebody's going to drop off.
I can slide off and let him.
I have to go.
Okay.
It's like time for me to go.
Man, everybody's volunteered. I'm not leaving, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, Johnny staked a flag in it. He's like, yeah, up yours. You guys have.
Good either way.
But this has been a blast, man. But I do have to jump off. I'm gonna go hang out with my kid before he's got to go to bed.
Thanks for coming.
See you in the morning.
We'll see you in the morning.
Everybody go to Hagen's channel tomorrow at 9:30. We're gonna hang out with Chonko. He's gonna show the stuff he wouldn't show here tonight.
That's right.
Let us.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for having me, Ben. I really had a blast. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye, buddy. He's drinking his White Claw.
Oh.
Man, Nate had to leave. I had a book I wanted to just show him. I'm so excited.
He bailed on us, man.
I chased him off.
A kid or something. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
I was going to show him what I found for a quarter. One
Whoa.
quarter today.
Well,
no way. Night
It
Cat.
happened again.
Found this for a quarter.
Oh my god. I would have bought that for a quarter.
Look at that glorious hairdo and
That is a great cover.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Johnny knows the story on this, but there's music associated with like actual
LP
80s, like hair metal.
They put an album out with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
I'm guessing it's like 80s glam rock type.
It is. It's total hair
Yeah,
I
metal.
love that shit.
I've heard it. So Nate had it. And he played it on one of his videos. It sounds like Paula Abdul. That's what it sounds like.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't like that.
All right. And so I shouted you out today, Johnny, because I showed this off. I did a filming of an unboxing.
You know, it's the greatest series ever printed.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Right there. Gorgeous colors on this. Holy
Yeah, that's
cow.
gorgeous.
Is that the one Johnny sent to you? Or?
Yes.
Wow, that's a great copy.
Yes. Awesome. Man, I had a bunch here that I wanted to rub in Nate's nose. I found so many quarter books today that I was just like, yeah, it's
Love
a quarter, you know?
Love it.
Like this one.
Yes.
Dude jumping on his back. He's like, I'm going to ride you like the horse that you look like.
And Nate loves cars. He
Nate
loves
does love
I
Centaur.
know. And here's the other
Centaur love.
I
It's
bought
hard to
two
tell where one
Centaurs
starts and the other ends.
today.
So, Chanka, you have to tell him to watch the rewind tomorrow.
I will. Another one. I think he has this one.
Yeah.
I think he's
showed
shown
this
it.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
What
looking
issue
for a
is
nicer copy. This one is pretty beat up, but
What issue is that?
this is number 92.
I'm gonna see if I have
And
that now. That's
It
cool.
says $7, but I got it for like half of that. 50%
awesome.
off. Yeah, I'll get it so I can read it.
There are so many great Lois Lane covers.
I
Underrated
like the
title.
Christopher bikini top to go with the centaur. You know,
Yeah.
she's like, I
Because you have to.
gotta have some animal looking.
Yeah, so my store had, a lot of sales today. I got a lot of 75%, 50% quarter books today. So I pretty much used the opportunity to get books I've been wanting to get for a while there. I got a bunch of adventure comics because I love my Supergirl. This cover cracks me up because Superman's being such a dick to her.
Yeah.
You can't come in here. You're off limits.
I love that.
This one,
Of course, she is breaking into his house. I mean,
yeah. This one was, I think, the key is her new costume. She gets go-go boots, I think, in this. She
Awesome.
changed costumes a lot in this
That is so
Adventure
cool.
Comics run of hers. There's kind of a horror one I thought was neat for her.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's cool. I like that.
that is
Creepy
a cool
doll.
one.
It's like Annabelle.
This was the last one of her run on the Adventure Comics, so she got her little, I don't know, those frilly underwears and slippers that she was wearing. They changed her costume so much in that.
Right.
And then this one, I just couldn't resist. Nate would have liked this one too. Jimmy Olsen. It's got all the different, what do they call this? The World of Doom Olsen. So you got Turtle Man Olsen. You got the Porcupine. You got him as a werewolf and Elongating Man, or what's his name?
Elongated.
That's it.
Oh, Elastiland. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, this is number 72.
Are they growing out of the ground? What is
Yeah,
that?
he's like on some planet where I don't know. They're like, I gotta read it yet, but I think it's like some weird alien form, or they're copying him. All his different, they're basically doing throwbacks to the old stories.
Weird.
Planet of the Clones.
This one has been on my list for a while. I didn't know my store had this. I just happened to look in the bin and find it, but I've been looking for this one.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
man.
so cool.
So it's the first team up of Aquaman and Hawkman.
Oh,
You can
that's
put that in
awesome.
my pile, Eric. You can put that in my pile.
What number is that?
This is Brave and the Bold 51.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Another cool
write that
series.
down.
Yeah. So I'm always on the lookout for Aquaman appearances.
Brave and the Bold is underrated. Like, there's so many cool team ups.
I like the
Very
ones.
true,
I mean, I know it was primarily Batman, but I like the ones early on where he wasn't the featured character and they did stuff like this. The more of the general team ups.
I only have one. It's the Batman with House of Mystery, which
Okay.
is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
Here's one that I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it because I love all these
Oh, the promo.
anti-drug
Right.
issues. I may end up giving this to Hagen, so because he's Captain America,
And he would love that with the anti-drug thing on the bottom.
Yeah.
Is he hitting that on a rebound, or is it? It's just that looks odd to me because
He just throwing it right through it.
So the
Like a fruit
crazy thing about that, Eric, that book was done by a lot of different
Artist.
newspapers.
Oh yeah.
And so there's different variants of that one out there. this is crazy. Just this fall, I went to a shop and was flipping through some stuff, and it was in a dollar bin, and so I got one, and I opened it up, signed by Stan Lee.
Oh wow!
Wow.
I gotta open this one. Maybe that'll.
Well,
be
you
the-
always
Yeah.
open your comic books. Always.
Yeah, I was about to
always.
give it. I have a friend of mine that's a
Wow.
big Captain America fan, and I was like, I don't think you have this version because it's from a different newspaper
Oh,
that
and it's
put it
signed by
out.
Stan Lee.
And
Wow.
and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, never mind. I'm not giving it to you because it's signed by Stan
Wow,
Lee.
thanks, man.
You could put that in
I was just
my
asking if you had it. I wasn't going to give it to you.
Here's one for you, Johnny.
That's a good one.
X-Men manga. So I guess they
It's manga.
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 I don't know how the kids say it.
My kids yelled at me for saying manga one time. It's manga.
It's manga,
That ain't
Dad.
my anime. But yeah, I guess they broke this up into like a limited series. I think it was a big trade or something like that. So I saw a couple of them. I'm like, I'll get number one and see what it's about, type of thing. Good for the collection, especially with my boy Logan on the cover there.
Right on.
Yeah.
I picked up some more of these. I'm almost done with this run. I've been hitting these hard. These are so fun to read. I love how
all coming except for issue 13. The play when I ordered didn't have the issue 13.
okay.
I have a note on those.
The stories they don't turn out good at all. Here's one of our weirdo ones. I don't know what it's about. Wrong
What
Earth.
on earth is that?
Yeah, it's by that Ahoy Comics, and we've been kind of fans with them, so I'm willing to give it a try.
That's Mark Wade and Leonard Kirk.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's a one shot too. So
Weird.
for a quarter, yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go, Rich.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I have that one.
I showed the die cut before you got on here.
Oh man,
Yeah.
okay, so we got parrot all over tonight.
That dude's freaking thigh high boots, man. That other kid.
So I'm starting to get to your run of the mill here.
Ninja bots.
Ninja bots. I'm like, okay. And then basically what got me is I flipped it open and it's black and white. So I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love that
90s
it's black and
90s
white.
greatness.
Or that, yeah.
Honest goodness.
This one was purely
Great.
based on the title, Man Eating Cow.
I know that. I know that one.
Oh, that's a tick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
a character from the Kid Tick.
Tick universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's black and white also. So yeah, I'm gonna try that out. Man Eating Cows. I don't know what's going on there. And then one of my favorites. I don't have any of this series, so I was super excited to see this. I have a lot of the Curse of the Mutants from the X-Men line, but I didn't have Namors. It was like a 12-issue series, I think.
Yeah.
I think this is Jay Lee that did the cover. I
think
always
so.
I liked his art. I liked his costume of Namors.
Yeah.
And then, even though I found actually almost the full run of his 90s run in the quarter bin. I have it all, but it was hard to resist some of the covers, but I couldn't resist this one. I needed to get that Chinese.
That's the or no, it's not that one. There's another a couple issues before. It's a really weird cover, but it's Jay Lee's first work.
I am getting that one signed by him at some con, like Fan Expo or something.
Yeah. I think he's at Heroes too. Yeah.
This is New Mutants number 5, just a variant cover. It's kind of a play at a classic X-Men cover with Wolverine's first solo story. So
Wow.
I thought it was pretty cool. Different view of that awesome cover. And then, so I think I got them all here. I have been on the hunt for John Romita Jr. books since I'm going to that VIP thing at Heroes. I found a couple this week. I went to 3 different stores and I kind of cleaned them out on the big ones. I found these 2 Superman ones that I think I'm going to get this one signed by him because I like that, kind of he's in the dark there, but you can see his eyes glowing. That's pretty cool. This one, it's his first one on the Superman run, but I like this one better.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I have this, but I found a much, much nicer copy of Contest of Champions.
I love that series so much.
Underrated story.
They introduced all these new characters, and So I guess the backstory, all those new characters were from different countries.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be kind of in tow of the Olympics at that time. But because Russia invaded Afghanistan, the U.S. boycotted and didn't go to the Winter Olympics. So they had to do some switcheroo of the script a little bit.
Huh. I never do that.
Because it was supposed to promote the Olympics a little bit. And that's why they had all these different characters from different countries.
Okay.
So
as a kid, it was one of my favorites because I used to like things where it was like a ton of characters, like, you know, especially like learning about new characters' powers and stuff. It was one of my favorites.
One of my early ones. And it's like, this is cool. It's cool exposure to characters you wouldn't normally see.
Right.
Here's a classic Ramita.
Nice.
Thor #1, the 90s run. I think his art style really just fits Thor. And then here's the big sausage, the big spicy sausage for me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
First appearance of Typhoid Mary. And better yet, I got it for half price today because of new comic book day. So
wow, nice job. Yeah.
Nice.
That was probably my deal of, you know, the day, the weekend.
Very nice grab. Very nice grab.
Nice.
So that was kind of the highlights. I was going to rub this on Nate's nose too. I found another Warlord today.
Yes.
Are you down to
one more? I am down to one more now.
Johnny, you got anything else?
Not really. I would say for all you Mark Spears guys, when you're talking about Kickstarter, his Halloween trading cards are on Kickstarter right now. We got like 5 days left. So
yep, I backed it.
And Eric, I just sent Johnny my #1 for him to crack and press.
Oh, okay.
You told me to crack it, so I'm sending it to Johnny and let him crack
that sucker. That's what's that Saturday. So I know what I'm doing that first day Saturday. I'm gonna try and jump in the line as soon as I can. I got the VIP thing,
so did I.
So we can get in early, and I got to decide what though. I have 3 choices.
For Roy Thomas, that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Conan 1, Savage Sword 1, or what's the other one? I got Savage Tales 1. So I'm like, those are all 3 big books.
Savage Tales, that's a good one. Yeah,
Savage Tales is the first man thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. With Conan on the cover. That's a great cover too.
Yeah.
Cool. Severed head.
Yeah, holding the head. That's right, holding the long-haired head.
Yeah, so I got to decide which one. I got to start kind of tweaking my list for the different creators there, because I'm going to try and limit myself to at least, you know, no more than 2 a day. Some of them might be quick in and out type of stuff. I don't know. Because I don't want to spend all my time in lines. I want to dig.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. But Roy Thomas is probably at the top of the list. DWJ is a close second. Daniel Ward Johnson. I really want to meet him.
Well, but he'll be alive a lot longer.
That's true. Very true, Johnny. Very true.
I also did just get this for Jenny. So I'm probably going to go stand in Jenny Friesen line.
Jenny Friesen. Yeah, Maria Wolf's going to be there too. I'm gonna
what is that a cover for?
It's for one of the Boom Buffy series. It's
okay.
Buffy Angel or Buffy Hell. It's one of the side series, but I thought this was a 1-in-25 ratio cover that she did for it for #1. I thought it was cool because it's not her typical portrait shot. It's more of a profile shot, so it's different. And I like the black and white with the color, so something different.
But anybody else got anything I want to show? I showed my second round.
I have one thing, and I was going to make a video tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to. But I got a spicy sausage from Bry that right here. Okay. I could show it real quick.
This was a lot of pre-code horror in lately, I've noticed.
Yeah, the thing is, like, and also Bry, like I love what he does. I love his shop and everything. But Alan and I have talked before. He doesn't price his pre-code horror all that well. Like I don't think he has. There's not a lot of history sometimes. So he'll either price it. It'll either be way too high and nobody will buy it, or it'll be way too low and somebody like me will buy it immediately. And that's kind of what happened here. I think he priced it a little low. Yeah, I think I got a real steal on this. I think this should have been priced much higher, but it's this Weird Terror number 3.
Oh
Hang
wow!
on, buddy. Hang on.
Make them big.
Yes, I'm gonna make you big.
And
love
yeah,
Chaco.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't like absurd, and it wasn't like for pre-code horror, it wasn't like one of these like really really super expensive, but it was. I think it should have been priced a little bit higher or a bit higher, but no, just happy to get it, and I like Bry. I like to buy from the guy. I think he usually is real fair, and you can do always the pay overtime and stuff there. So a lot of times when I see stuff, I'll buy it there. So yeah, it was spicy sausage of the day.
I just want to real quick too. I bought if you guys can see that up here in the corner, but bought that off Chanco. Make myself big so you can see it better.
You make yourself big?
Oh, I do it all the time.
He's got that steel grip.
Yeah, I got that. That's my instructional book, the steel grip. But, that Silver Surfer, and then some Chanco swag. You got his stickers finally. I like those. And you hit it out of the park, buddy, with that one, man.
Oh man, I was looking at some of those. What is that? That's Super 7, right? I looked at some of those yesterday. Like
that was an A-OK I got from
it's Cliff Burton. I don't know if you guys know Cliff Burton from Metallica. Yeah,
the bass player.
Yeah, there's like a glow in the dark Exorcist figure that they make. That's pretty cool.
I've got the glow in the dark. I've got the Black Cat 50 guy, the radium rod guy. And I've got the glow in the dark. It's like Space Tales or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Then you sent me this Batman Hush ash can. Thought that was really badass. I don't know where you got that from, and then getting me into the horror game, little Ghostly Tales.
That's a cool cover.
I love
this. Some really neat covers on that series,
and I love this one, Chanco. This was really out of the park, buddy.
I just don't see Weird War around here that much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bronze horror is getting hard to find, but yeah, I'm glad you like that stuff, Rich. I was really trying to think of stuff that you would like to include with that.
Yeah, when I opened the package, man, and that was in there, I was like, that butthole. I swear, I was like, that thing is awesome, man. I was like, it blew me out of the water.
And you got a shirt. You got a rep at the con. Wear a shirt like Dope. I sent Dope a shirt too. So Dope said he's gonna rep the chocolate shirt.
Mine are in process, I should say. Yeah. My shirt.
And Johnny, I didn't send your box. I thought I had, and I didn't. It's still in my other room. But yeah, Johnny's got a box coming. He, if you remember, Johnny sent me.
Stevie left.
I think he got dropped or something. He just all of a sudden disappeared.
I didn't hear no buttons. I didn't hear any buttons on him.
Johnny gave me these at C2E2. These little Abners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You need to open them and go through them.
That's why
I haven't. I haven't. I've been meaning to. I haven't. But
that's all right, Stevie D. Thanks for hanging out with us, buddy.
But yeah, I'm hitting Johnny back with a box of stuff, including Chanco swag. So
I'm gonna see if I can find something real quick.
When all my stuff comes in, Chanco, you'll be getting some big nasty swag. So
cool.
Yeah, I'll show you some more.
You just beat me to the punch, man. I had my stuff ordered, but your stuff came in first. But I do love the shirt. Those Gildan shirts. I ordered mine off the same site you did. Those are really good shirts.
I'm glad I put the link on the back for the YouTube channel. So as you guys are walking around the con, hopefully people will start.
What do you got, Johnny?
Make me big.
Don't get jealous, Chanco. You're gonna let me do it? What the hell is going
Just
on?
drag them over.
That's what I was trying to do.
Really?
There we go.
So,
you got your gaming now.
It's a CGC box.
Oh my gosh! And those are all little Abners.
A little Abner from this is 1970. It's missing 12 months. But if I get down into the here you go. Rich, look at the newspaper.
Oh. Wow.
The Nebs.
Cincinnati.
1932. That's a 1932 newspaper.
Wow. From
Wow.
Cincinnati.
That's cool.
So it's pretty crazy. Like the top's all the 70s and it goes down to 69, and then at the bottom they're huge when you get back. Like this is
You got that off an auction, right?
1927. I bought it off of multiple auctions.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Those are cool.
1927. It's 100-year-old newspapers.
That is
Wow.
And it's the Nebs. There's a bunch of the Nebs, the little Abner. I got tons of them.
Yeah,
So-
the little Abners you should check because there were it's like 3 or 4 years. It's all Frazetta.
That looks like a brick of cocaine you just stuffed down in there. What was that?
It's heroin. A lot of them are Al Cap. I know that. A lot of the little Abner is Al
Yes.
Cap.
But Frazetta did. It was like 3 or 4 years of Lil Abner is just Frank Frazetta.
What years? Let's see. I got them all.
I don't remember. You'd have to. You have to look. I think
Yeah,
it's.
I'll Google it because I think I got Little Abner from like 41 up to like 77.
So you have him for sure. Then I think it's like late 40s or early 50s.
If he did like the full stories, because there's some years that I'm missing 8 or 10 strips, but it's crazy because like I got them over. So I've gotten them from different places. So some of them have come from, I'll get like 3 or 4 strips from the Cincinnati, and then 3 or 4 from the Seattle Gazette Times, and that's kind of cool too to see on the backs what the story is that they're talking about in the news. The 40s ones, there's always like you'll see like a war bond thing where it's like buy war. You just catch the corner of buy war bonds.
He did. Let's see. It says 54 to 55, 58 and 59, 60 and 61. It looks like he did like various years, but it's like interrupted. But you probably have those in there, and those are obviously worth money. Like
There's my heroin book. So this is that's 1947.
Wow.
That's some fine grade 1947 right there.
Right.
Uncut.
It's like suddenly Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, so that one I gave you is a year. I have that complete year, and that's the duplicates that I have from that year. So
Cool. I really appreciate it. I mean, it's really super cool to be given something like that.
when you read that's why I say you should open. You should really read them because some of the stuff it's like holy shit they put this in the newspaper because it's like it's stereotyping it's
Right.
really bad, and especially during the war stuff because some of the stuff they say even in comedic form about like the Japanese and stuff it's like holy shit that's inappropriate.
That's how it works. Like, but the propaganda that's how it always is, really. Though, like when you're going to war, you have to like dehumanize the enemy. It's like part of it.
It's crazy.
But Eric, you got anything else you want to?
I always have more.
Well, I know you do, but
I got to run. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning.
All right, Adam.
Oh, okay, Adam. Thanks for coming out, buddy.
See, Adam.
All right. Yeah, I got some more. What are these ones? These are, I think, it's a mix of dollar and quarter ones. Here's one I found in a dollar bin earlier in the week. And I wasn't going to look in the dollar bins, but this was the first one I saw. I got to show Ryan and Colossal Collector this one. So it's X-Force number 5. It's a variant cover. I have the regular one. But right there is why I was like, why the hell is this in a dollar bin?
Wow.
Yeah, that's Benjamin Percy autograph. I don't think the owner, I don't think he cared. He's just, he doesn't keep his modern stuff for very long. So even though it had that, he didn't care. He's like, I'm putting it in a dollar bin. I got to make room because he's got a smaller store. So yeah, and I just got a bunch of signatures from him, at C2E2. So
that's a hell of a find, man.
yeah, that was a cool find. This was a quarter one that I found. I think it was stuck to that night cat one that I have, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool art." I just grabbed it based on the art. I mean, it's kind of neat.
I do
And
that too sometimes. Yeah.
I said, honey, look, Shotgun Mary, that's her name. So some more Buffy love. I've been kind of getting hooked on this again. Love this art. I'll flip through it. I don't know if I'm really super concerned about reading it because I think this is when Josh Whedon was continuing like the seasons. After the show ended, he did a couple seasons just in the comic form, which is kind of interesting, that he continued the characters in the comic form. Found one that I needed. A plus X or A versus X. I didn't have this one. I had like 2, 3, 4, 5, some of the other ones. I think it went up to 12 or so. So it's a weird Avengers versus X-Men type of thing.
Nice.
That's cool.
Some more Namor. He's a little pretty here, but
yeah, that's like Fables or something.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like, okay, being the completionist, I got to get it. And then this was cool that I found. So it's Legends of the DC Universe. They usually were a couple different parts. This was a 2-part story, but the reason I got it, so this came out in let's see, what's the date? It's 98. So 98. But the art in this, not the cover, but the interior art is Terry Dodson.
Oh wow!
So
Nice.
It's like really early artwork for Terry Dodson. I'm like, you could totally see the style, even way back then. That's his style.
Yeah, it's
That's
cool.
that's like an animation cell. It's that pose, how it looks in that.
But yeah, 2-part story with Barbara Gordon as Batgirl. That's
Cool.
the one that I like the most, But yeah, I'm like, yeah, I love this old artwork of his. I like this. There's no dialogue. It's just all action sequences. So you kind of have to, it tells a story just by the pictures themselves, which is kind of cool. I think there's whole issues like that.
like that.
No, there's some.
It makes it an easy read.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the animated series a bit, like the way it's set up.
Buffy again.
There you go.
Buffy.
What else do I got here? Oh,
Tell your wife happy birthday, Eric.
oh
You guys
yes,
have
I
a good
will.
time? Did you guys have a good time for her 50th?
Yeah, I we got the wine flight that they have at the restaurant where they give you like the samples.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then we went and asked them about joining the wine club, so they gave her 2 more glasses of wine.
Right
And then
on.
we went to Benny's. I'm like, man, I feel like luscious.
Right on. Live it up, man. Do it.
It was a good birthday. I got to make it memorable.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, Daddy.
Here's a set that I got from Next Gen Collectors and his Whatnot sale.
Yeah,
I always
that's a great
had
series.
This one, and for some reason I never finished getting it. Well, he had the whole series for $10.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So
Really nice.
I think now is the time to get it so I can finally finish reading the story.
I still have mine when I bought it from a kid when I was a kid.
Now I have 2 of number 1, but I'll keep the one I have originally. I also got a bunch of World's Finest from him and like a bundle deal. This one's a cool one because it's like a jumbo size and yeah, it's got the Vampire of Steel.
Oh, I was like wondering I was like, is that like Spectre, Phantom Stranger, like all mixed up?
Yeah, Superman gets turned into a vampire, and then this one I like. Is that technically a bondage cover?
Oh yeah.
And then this one cracks me up because Batman's riding his back piggyback.
Yeah, I love that cover. I love that one.
These old comics crack me up. They're so weird. This one's got the Sons of Superman Batman.
Okay.
And then let's see what else. I got a cool Peach Momoko cover of I Love My Red Sonja. And I'd never seen this, so I was just like, I don't care about the rest of this series that Dynamite did, but this cover just blew me away. I'm like, that is cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Here's a one. This is the 70s run. This one and what's the witch one? Which is it?
Witching Hour.
Witching Hour. That's the other one I like collecting. I don't see them very often in decent shape. So between that one and this one, I pick them up when I come across them at decent price. This one's cool. It's an infinity cover.
Yes, really cool. I have a couple Ghost pedigree, Massachusetts copy pedigrees.
Okay.
Cool.
And then last up, I got some Batgirl, which I'm trying to finish Supergirl before I jump on this. But sometimes when you see the deals, it's hard. $1, for a mint book, $1.
Sure.
From this series. And then cool thing is he gave me a bunch of freebies with it. So
hell yeah.
I'll take that. That's a cool one with the like playing card.
Yeah, that's cool.
This one's just disturbing.
Nice.
And then last one. So yeah, he just threw these in, which I'm like, cool. That's the kind of thing that'll make me keep going back to your whatnot sales when you're like that, your prices are good. You don't whine and complain that nobody's buying your stuff, and you just they don't
And
sell it.
I like the new 52 run, the series and stuff.
I'm starting to like it more.
I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, I've been picking up some of the Teen Titan one that they had. I think it was just Titans. I think I don't remember.
But well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it quits and
Quitter.
I'll be on
2.5 hours.
Yeah, I'll be on Johnny's show.
Watch hours.
I'll be on Johnny's show tomorrow. But,
anybody wants to come on, I'm just gonna be cleaning. You guys can help me clean
and BS. I'll probably jump out in my station and start cleaning some stuff too.
I need to do that. I have a lot of the stuff in the equipment. I'm afraid to jump in and just go. I mean, I have all the crap books to practice on, but it's time too. I don't have the time to sit downstairs and.
I do when I'm watching TV. I'll just if there's something on TV I'm watching, I'll just sit there and just get the eraser out and start cleaning around. And
because I want to do to some of these books that I got, I want to at least press them. Make them nice and flat. For
pressing's easy. It takes 20 minutes of your time.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can leave it. You can once you turn off the press, you can leave it in there and cold press it. So
yeah,
you can leave it in there for days. It won't hurt it under pressure.
Yeah. How many presses do you have, Johnny? Just the one or just one? See, I got the one, and I catch myself all the time thinking about, man, I could use another one, I guess.
I probably could, and it's like, but I sit there and I think, man, I would get them mixed up, and I'd be like, damn, is this book been in here for 10 minutes or has it been 2 days? And and I'm not pressing like a 1998 comic book. I mean, like this is one that I'm going to be cleaning tomorrow to press. Like I don't want to mess this up. This is from like 46 or something. So I'd rather just be patient with it.
I'll do that though, Johnny, too. I'll forget. Like you said, it don't hurt them to stay in the press. I've done that on a couple of books where I just completely forgot because it's not in the same room I'm in now. It's in a different room. So now I'm like, oh yeah, I think I got a book in there.
Actually, I got a gatefold in there right now. You can see it. See the front of it hanging out.
What is it?
It's a gatefold cover, so you got to unfold them when you press them, so you don't get that crease in the back. I don't know how well. Yeah.
Oh.
So like it's pressed, but if you leave it folded in, you'll get that crease line on the back of it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Learn something new every day.
That one's good to come out during the week though. Literally every day when I get home from work, the first thing I do is like everyone out of my way. I got to go to my press. I got a book that needs to come out. So. That's like my daily routine. Usually I get home before anyone else. So
that's me. I'm in the process of changing things around in my house, and this room I'm in now is going to become my comic/social media room and have a desk and
office.
An office. Yeah, my office. Right. Yeah.
I'm almost to the point where I'm going to make my daughters go to the same room so I can have a second room because space. So.
That's why I was actually happy my son when he moved out. I got the whole basement now.
Yeah, I'm so like 8 years from college. 8 years and we're off to college. I get a room.
Yeah.
But well, thanks everybody in the chats that came out.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks everybody on the panel.
Last little bit.
Hangover show in the morning.
Yeah, hangover show in the morning. Johnny, what time you on, John? You said
11:30. I'm going to start, but if you guys can feel free to jump on whenever. I want to go probably like 2 hours. I get to go to a cheerleading competition tomorrow afternoon, so I'm
okay. 11:30 your time.
Yeah, Central, so 12:30 Eastern.
Yeah, okay.
Also, Comic Church Bleecker. He's on for many hours. You can, come on and off. And I'm going to be on Matt's this week. I think we're going Wednesday instead of Tuesday. So,
are you okay?
We next week for that.
And everybody check out AG's episode on Alan. If you haven't watched that yet, it's gonna blow your socks off.
Yeah,
good gravy.
AG, you got a hellacious collection, man.
Yeah, unbelievable. And yeah, got to know AG on Instagram. Good dude.
What does Dope say? It blows your dick off?
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. And yeah, and not in a friendly way. It'll be in a
I don't want to see his comic if that's what's going to happen to me.
I can't. Please don't do better than you just did. It was too much. Yeah.
What's your guys' theme tomorrow on Nate's show? Is it just whatever you want to bring?
Yeah, he said whatever I want, but I'm going to show stuff from Nightmare Weekend, and I'm going to show some kind of Nate and Hagen books, like, weird stuff too. So like stuff that I know they're going to like, and stuff from Nightmare Weekend with some stories, the people I met, and autographs and pictures and all that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you got there.
Yeah, cool stuff. I think people will like it.
But well, thanks for coming out, guys. Thanks for watching on the watch this on the rewind if you missed it.
Have a White Claw.
Yeah, watch Eric drink the White Claw. But
I gotta catch up to my wife.
Me and Chaco's gonna have a guest. Are you open for next Saturday, Chonk?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the things. I don't know. Are you guys familiar with Kendrick Lim Kunka? He's doing Helverine covers right now, but he does a lot. He's he does like this Vampirella in back of me right here. That is a Kunka. He like one of the best Vampirella covers of like all time, like after Frazetta. I've been talking to him on Instagram, and yeah, he's gonna come on for 30 minutes or so one weekend. He's gonna let us know his availability. So yeah, that'll be cool. And
that might be something we have to pre-record then or something and just show.
I think it will work out. I think it'll work out because it'll be like our night is like his morning, and he said he would be willing to do it, but it would be on a Saturday. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And
awesome.
yeah, he I don't know, seems like a nice guy, but he's in Asia, so obviously it's different. And but yeah, and
he's actually in the future, ain't
he? Yeah, he's gonna let us know his availability. Well, I know what you mean. Yeah, because of times. Yeah,
tomorrow there.
Yeah, but
that always messed me up when I was stationed in Japan. Man, it was always freaky. Be calling somebody on a Wednesday, but it was a Tuesday here.
That's right.
But no, that sounds cool, man. It'd be awesome. Get that set up and stuff. So
yeah,
good time. But well, all right, guys.
All right.
We appreciate everybody, and like I always say, keep buying and reading comics. Thanks for watching. And freeze.